There we go. I undeafened. Hello, everybody,
Yo.
Hello.
and welcome to the broadcast. Turn off this-
Broadcast.
the Point in Progress broadcast. Let me just stop looking at lo-fi hip hop's radio beat sounds and turn that off real quick.
Mario, how is your week going? Because your hair is crazy right now.
Crazy, right? Absolutely insane. It was too flat earlier, and so all I did was just go. I put my fingers in a light socket. Next thing you know,
Overcorrecting.
Overcorrecting. Here, there we go. A little better. Nah, I don't like it. I wish it was better. Could be better. Hello, everybody.
I'm gonna start slowly zooming myself out a little bit.
I was wondering if you did that because I didn't remember your camera looking like that.
No, it's because I've changed it recently. Like I said, I was playing around with it over like the Halloween spooky stream, and then I had to reset everything to default because I was dumb and I didn't set a preset for like that sepia tone weirdness that I had going on. So
Yeah, you were Rosie the Riveter, which was fun.
I sure was.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm gonna have to bring up Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook.
I haven't opened Facebook in years.
A dog's age. Let's see.
No, it's because a person who asked us a question, which we're going to be answering later on in the stream.
Okay, cool. I'll remove this part.
I'm only messaging him because he recently got LASIK, so he's not able to see very well. So I'm just reaching out and saying like, hey, here's the link if you're not already here. Thumbs up. So shout out Bafana.
Shout out Bafana. I miss you, Bafana. Let's play some more board games again soon.
Bafana.
What's the last board game we played? I think last game we played with Bafana. I mean, you probably played obviously
No.
IRL. Really? I thought you guys at least went to your board game shop again
Always there
at some point.
Shouldn't be looking at screams, but toughing it out for y'all. Oh my god, Bafana, you can listen to us,
Yeah,
buddy.
Listen to the dulcet tones of the Point in Progress podcast.
But yeah, I think the last game we played was Terraforming Mars. I want to say. Yeah, that or the bird game. I don't know if we played the bird game with Bafana though. I'm pretty sure we played that with Spencer.
We did not play Wingspan with Bafana.
Yeah.
I remember Wingspan.
No.
You did play that.
No, so fun fact, I was at a board game event last weekend at the boardroom, and I was playing with some other people, and he was with a group of friends because it was a friend's birthday, and he came over and said, hey, we should hang out sometime. And then he did his usual like hand gestures, and then he was just like this, and I'm just like, yeah, absolutely. And then everyone's like, what the hell are you guys doing? And I'm just like, Bafana just does his own thing, don't mind it. I'm just joking, but because I did the exact same thing back. And then it's just like signals. And then I was talking to him, and he said he was going to listen to the podcast. So he's been binging our podcast for the past few days.
Hell yeah! Thank you
Boy.
thank you for the
No idea
support.
what I've said in the past couple.
I don't remember what I said, but yeah.
Look, all I know is based on our podcast, we progressively have gotten more and more chaotic as the episodes have gone by. I think we started very prim and proper at first, and then it really was just fucking attitude and something like throughout it. So now we're just straight up. Now we are chaos.
Kill a man at
Yeah, that's
least
true.
once
We did
an
start there.
episode.
That is
There was
true.
beans.
There was beans.
We had a running gag where we shouted out a random woman.
I have beans.
So we don't do that anymore. I think we just shout out random
Sue
people
Bird?
now. Yeah, I think Sue Bird got fucking Margaret Thatcher got one. We've done like we're episode 60 right now, man. We've done a lot.
Yeah, we've done quite a bit actually.
We've when you really think about it, like back at how we started, we've gone pretty far.
Yeah, we have.
60 weeks.
It's
Even more
been
than that because we
2
missed
years
episodes.
since the original conception.
It's been 2 years since we created the Twitter, because the other day when I was on the Twitter, it said,
saw
"Hey,
that.
second anniversary."
We made the Twitter before that name was confirmed with the name we were going with
I believe
for
so.
this group.
Yeah.
I also
At first
want
it
to
was
reveal.
it was Third Base Club, isn't it?
So I did want to
at
reveal
first, like-
something. I am giving up that name. It is now available for purchase, I think, as of yesterday or something like that. So Third Base
Watch,
Club,
it's
if you want to
gonna-
buy it, it's
it's-
available
it's
now.
It's gonna lay dormant, and then when we eventually get to that project, if we ever get to that project, then we'll buy it back.
Yeah, it was
I
worth
still have the
$800.
logo file
according-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Then why didn't you sell it for $800?
I tried. Nobody wanted to buy it. According to their thing, they actually have like an estimate of like how much your URL is worth, and it was like $800. And I was like, bet, who wants to buy it?
Who do you think Apple had to like assassinate to get Apple.com?
Big
They
Apple.
were around back then.
God.
They had to kill. They had to take a Big Apple.
They had to kill
It
Elon
was a
amongst
lot
his family
easier.
to take it over. That's what I think.
But
Who's,
anyway,
who's
Who's
control?
hosting?
was Control? Oh, I think I did it last time. I think
Yeah.
I was host last
I think-
podcast,
yeah.
not for the Halloween one, but the
It's
one
you,
before
Fee.
that.
I think it's you, Fee.
Is it
You're
the?
Sly. You're muted. Oh God,
I
what's
came up
happening?
with the tier list, so
Wow.
Yeah.
I,
Really?
I
Nobody
mean,
really
I can host if you want.
Go ahead.
You know what,
What
Sly?
else?
I can host too.
Sly already said. Sly
Put it to
Sly.
the wheel if
okay.
you want to.
Yeah, go ahead. Frank, you filling it out? Okay, you are filling it out. Okay, cool.
You know what we
Yeah.
should do from now on?
Yes.
From this point forward,
Oh,
we go alphabetical.
Maybe I shouldn't host.
I'll do it. Call me up.
Because-
Call-
My
was kinda
power's
crazy.
flickering.
Oh, your power.
So
Tag me in. I'm ready, baby.
Never mind, I can't host because I might drop out halfway through.
I don't know, Mario. When was the last time you hosted?
I felt like recently, right?
I don't think so.
No, remember? Yeah, because then I had to read the podcast.
Read the podcast.
Because remember these part
read
here?
the whole notes.
No, the
I'm
Frank.
trying
That
to
was
remember
Frank.
what I watched this week.
That
I
was
saw
Frank.
this week. Yeah, no, I wound up doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry, I'll fix this. Let's hear it.
What a legend.
excellent.
Excellent. What have I been watching this weekend? I know I've been watching something.
Never mind, Mario. You're fucking fired.
What did he do? what the fuck does this man do?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Oh, is he writing
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a video
thing?
game
Okay, hold
character.
on. Well, you have to read it word for word, but HR has every right to redact things like they did to mine. Absolutely butchered my amazing intro, by the way. Like last week's episode 59 had an awesome intro. HR
Also-
went in, deleted half of it. I still read it because
Yeah,
they can't
you-
stop me. Corporations can't stop me.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop, won't stop.
Question.
What's up?
Welcome. No.
Oh my god, man!
I got
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oh god.
Welcome to the Hasanabi broadcast.
God.
All right, I'm ready.
Let us bless.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm pretty ready over here.
All right, ready?
No, you
I'm
either apostrophe or
No. We don't care. We don't care about
on,
punctuation
hold
on in this
I
intro.
do.
Look, we care about. Oh my god, I can't believe we wrote that. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We're all good.
I'm playing my favorite game of was that fireworks or gunshots, and that sounded more like gunshots this time. So
That was not gunshots.
I don't know.
God.
That wouldn't sound like fireworks.
Yeah, there
Someone
was somebody
for
shooting
the
off
past
fireworks
couple
earlier
weeks
today when I was coming in.
Has been doing target practice like midday
At your
I'm like,
house?
dude, the property across.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, who's shooting at your house?
That means your house is across. So that means were they shooting at you? 'Cause that'd be crazy.
No, I mean, our property's like 5.5 acres.
Oh, there you go.
It's the next property over.
Gotcha.
Got it.
All right, show on the road. Here we go. Blasting off right now. Welcome to the Point in Progress podcast, episode 60. Your Big Daddy podcast talking about Marvel Snap, board games, and some dirty, dirty secrets. Let's blast the fuck off. This is your podcast. Hello, everybody.
Oh, he can fucking swear at his intro, but I can't.
Yes.
I was trying to just...
explicit rating. We can swear. It is allowed.
Yeah. Even though I think I should have waited at least a minute in, so that way eventually when we get ads, then we'll do it. But until
Eventually
then,
when we get
fuck. All right? We're doing
Eventually, when we get monetized, yeah, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to censor all these out. We got to get HR to go through each and every one.
Not all of them. I think it's like the first 20 seconds.
First
I think
20
like that,
seconds, you can't
Oh,
say,
really?
Can't
Yeah.
say in a Minecraft or in a video game or any of those things. You can't say any of that either. But instead, you're here, of course, joining us here for the podcast with all these lovely folks. I'm going to go ahead and introduce them one at a time. Fee, you look like you're having a great time on the right side of your screen. How's it going?
I am. That's where the cameras are currently because I'm trying to tweet on the main one. I hope everyone is having a great evening / day or whenever you're listening to this. I'm doing well. It's been a pretty decent week. Yeah, we'll be talking about all the things I know I've done this week, which is pretty exciting. So we'll get to that later on.
That's right. Me and you have obviously a big secret that we have to let people know. I kind of teased Frank with it earlier because
I have no idea.
Which of course you can see in the doc. I'm gonna have Frank tell the story because I think it's hilarious. But we're gonna go ahead and get that going. Frank, how are you doing these days? How you looking? The bed looking fresh. Into the bed.
my bed is made, either though there's like tons of clothes under it. Don't worry, it's just hiding everything.
Can't see it.
Yep. If you
see the
can't
dead
see it,
bodies
it's not
underneath this
actually.
one.
If you can't see it, it's not actually there. Doing pretty
right.
good. I've been playing some video games this week. Been watching some movies. Been on some other podcasts. Did I mention that last week? We mentioned it during the Halloween one. I don't know if I should mention it again, but yeah. Watching some horror movies. Hanging out with some friends. I mean, we did some stuff this week too as well.
I wrote this in your chat. You don't have to continue that, but I wrote that in there. No, it's good. It's good. You're hanging out for the 3-hour podcast, like basically a podcast what we did during Halloween. So that was fun. Harv, what were you doing on Halloween? All right. What were you doing? I want to know. What was your
Where the
plans?
fuck were you?
You got your shirt, which basically covers you from Halloween all the way to Christmas. So you're doing good.
Yeah. I'm good. I didn't do anything for Halloween. I don't think I did anything.
Oh, all
I
right,
think I streamed during the evening, but that's really about it. I didn't do much of anything else.
You know
It's
what
it's been like a weird week this week, and then yesterday I finally I had a breakthrough at work, and
Okay.
everything kind of fell into place finally. So I was like, okay, it's good. Except now it's been raining like crazy, and I fucking hate it. But it is living in Vancouver during the winter time. So
Well,
here we are. But I finished a game. I rolled credits on a game this week.
Okay.
That I'm going to be talking about. So
which
so
of the
excited
souls
about
was
that.
it?
No, it was not a Souls game.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
we're for
It has rats in it. Lots of rats,
Ratatouille?
actually.
Okay.
Ratatouille,
yeah.
the game?
Yeah, it's the Disney it's Disney's game that they don't want you to play.
Oh
That's what
my
it is.
god. Wow.
Oh man, I would love a cooking Ratatouille game. That'd be amazing.
I mean, it's kind of there at Dreamlight Valley, like just kind of there.
Lord. Well, while you're in your Ratfest video game, Sly, what were you doing on Halloween?
I was taking a midterm.
Oh, those are the best.
So that's how I spent my Halloween.
Very spooky. Very midtermy.
I'm also on the West Coast, and it is also currently raining here, and my power's been flickering for the past hour or so. So if I randomly disappeared during the show, nobody panic.
Got it.
FEMA has struck.
FEMA has struck.
FEMA's controlling the weather in your area and is just making sure that you're not on the podcast this week, so they can swoop in and kidnap you again.
They got the
Big
technology to do
FEMA
it live
controlling
now.
the weather.
And then you just gave them the alibi.
Lord. You just gave them the fuel.
Fee, you're muted.
You know, sometimes things happen. No, I was just gonna say you should probably just light a candle just in case the power goes out.
Look at the. I was gonna make a dumb joke.
I don't
What?
think I've
We're gonna light the
ever
candle?
this
That's
room.
new.
I was gonna be like, is the candle going to like keep the computer going?
Yeah.
My candle.
Is the candle? The
That's
candle's
why I
not
said
going
it
to
was
be able
gonna
to.
be a dumb joke. That was gonna be a dumb joke, Fee.
The candle is not going to be able to keep FEMA away.
That would literally be the same thing where when I used to work for like an internet technical support company, and there was one year that Toronto went completely out of power
Oh no.
on Christmas Day. Christmas fucking day. And people would be calling in, they're like, yeah, my internet's not working. And I'm like, okay, can I get you to unplug the modem and plug it back in again? And they're like, I have to go get a flashlight, my power's out. And I'm like, no shit, your internet's out. Like, what the? No wonder your internet's out. And it was just like that for the entire day. So yeah, the same thing. My computer's out because my computer's not working because the power's out. So I can't actually check this. No. Call back later.
Yes.
I'm
the
So I
whole-
will
sorry.
say now, in case you're wondering what's going on in my brain for the rest of this podcast, I will just be singing straight through the entire 3-hour musical of Rent, and it's all your fault. So
Right.
thanks for that.
All right. Sounds good.
You're welcome.
You know what else is our fault? The first segment, the checkpoint. Let's do a little housekeeping while we move in. Listen, I listen to a lot of podcasts and they do this all the time. Okay, I don't know if you guys do this. I listen to.
I love
many
a
hours.
stretch transition.
Just so stretched.
Like that was great. Great for me personally.
So as we were talking about, we of course did a little something on Halloween. We did a Halloween horror movie tier list where it was both me, Fee, and Frank talking for a long time about different movies that we have and have not seen, and then just sort of give us our current ranking based on the list that we found. And it was a very fun, lively podcast. Us just chatting up and having some, I think, on some honest discussions on some movies that we all really, really like. So definitely, please check that out. See the Ultimate Betrayal that happens. I don't know, at some point. in
Is
the
Mario's
movie.
feeble
Not sure.
and easily swayed?
Not sure. By the way, Frank, I found in my closet a VHS copy of Evil Dead 2. So,
Ooh, okay. See,
sitting
that's
right there.
see. I hope it doesn't work because of that betrayal.
oh well, I can only find out if I can find a VCR that works.
I actually have one in my basement,
Oh, there we go.
a TV VCR, a working
Ooh.
TV VCR. So like the TV with the
There you
VCR
go.
combo.
So let's.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah.
the original copies of the original Star Wars trilogy. Let's try to watch copies of those on VHS. Yeah.
Oh,
Pete?
I do too, actually. I let the little the little three-piece box set.
Yeah,
What's
right
up?
back
No, I was just gonna say because I just came up with an idea, but I'm gonna probably have to message Mario about it because
Okay.
like I'm very aware that Mario and I are very much into Christmas movies,
Yes.
so we might have to do the same thing at Christmas
Oh,
time where
Lord,
we just
okay.
like rank Christmas movies because there's
Christmas
so
movie
many
tier list.
Oh my god, I'm so-
Confirmed. Already confirmed.
If I can afford
Happening.
one, I'll buy a actual like only if it's a Hallmark
Wow.
Christmas movie list. Anyways,
Yeah.
also released this week was the MCU University episode of Amazing Spider-Man 2 with very special guest producer Liz over there from We Throw the After Party. Sly, that was a fun little chat that we had. A dog's age, it feels like, a long time ago.
A hot minute ago, yeah.
Yeah.
We've had we've had 2 of my 3 co-hosts from We'll Throw the After Party in released episodes.
Yes.
But we've had 3 out of 3 in recorded episodes.
Yes.
So that's very exciting.
And that one has
Of course,
a crazy story that I'm excited for that one to come
that one
out.
does have a crazy story. Liz, my second favorite Haligonian. Fee, you're welcome. That was just for you. You get number 1. But it's a great time. We talked about her very spicy Spider-Man take that got her a lot of flack on the internet a while back. And
Yes.
it was a fun time.
It was
Yeah,
a fun
watch the
time.
podcast to find that one out.
That's right. It's also doing really well, which I'm very happy about. That warmed up my soul. And now moving on to the meat of the show. Of course, we're going to be talking about what we've been playing, what we've been watching, and etc. Let's go ahead and start with what we've been playing. Frank, you've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare. Tell me about this Modern Warfare. I want to know about the guns
Yeah.
and the military. Industrial
I've been playing a
Conquest.
lot of Modern Warfare. I finally got the game. I did the campaign early access, so I did the pre-order on it before the multiplayer came out. Either I wasn't able to finish the campaign in time. That's what happens when you play on veteran. This game really kind of finds ways to fuck you over. But yeah, no, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I really don't understand some of the reviews that I saw, because at first I was really thinking that this might be kind of like another situation this year where it's just another game comes out. It's kind of disappointing, which would suck, because I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of losing my patience over that. But anyway, I had a lot of fun. I don't know how some reviewers are calling this game boring when they're constantly kind of doing new gameplay elements throughout it, whether it's through like vehicle combat. There's a cool stealth section where you have like this cool like crafting system, kind of like Last of Us. You know how like Last of Us will throw you into a situation where it's like a bunch of people outnumber you, but they throw little things around the map that you can explore the map and then find little pieces of like crafting stuff to like make things, and then go around the map doing stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. They also have, of course, your standard sniper missions, or AC-131s, stuff you would see in a normal Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. So the only thing I could think of is if you really thought this game was boring, you probably just don't like Modern Warfare then. Which is fine, but if for the Modern Warfare people and the people who like, the game's very nostalgic. It's in its story mode. It does a lot of stuff that if you played Modern Warfare 1 and 2, they talk about a lot of stuff that happened in that. But this being an alternate universe, things happen a lot differently, and it's cool to see how the game kind of unravels this story using pre-existing characters that are evil, right? So, like for example, General Shepard. It's not a spoiler because they basically, he's first person talking the game, is in the game, and if you've ever played Modern Warfare 2 in the original one, you know that he's a bad character. They then show one of the characters he betrays literally in that game talking to him, and you're like, oh, are we going to do that again? Whether they do or not is up to you to actually play the game, but it's very interesting how they then took those characters that you played in those games, because given Modern Warfare just being a good shooty bang bang game, right? They don't really flesh out the characters that they're in too much, other than maybe one or two, and then you as a player character, right? They don't necessarily give everybody kind of like a backstory or anything like that. It's usually villain, brother kind of character, maybe semi-brother character, and you. That's really kind of about it. They definitely do take that formula here, but they don't skimp on giving them kind of more voice lines, more interactions with other characters that you never saw in like the original game, and then kind of build this more brotherhoody kind of feel, which is kind of cool, because that's what the marketing for this game was for, right? It was all about teamwork. It was all about the task force and stuff like that, which was really cool. In terms of multiplayer, I'm gonna go a little bit off key and say, Infinity Ward, you can absolutely blow me. What the fuck are you people doing over there? So this is where I have an issue. This game, it's 2022. Why the fuck are quick scoping still in the game? Why would you slow down the movement and make it easier for people to quickscope you? It is absolutely outrageous the amount of quickscopers there are in this game right now, because it is so easy to then just take like the smallest rifle in the world, the guns like this small, and one shot kill you from places almost across the goddamn map. What are you doing? The double barrel shotgun is still a sniper rifle. What are we doing?
I mean,
Why?
the MP7 and the AK-47U are like AR guns now.
Yeah,
Even though they're supposed to be
the
SMGs.
MP7's nerfed, but I think with the proper attachments, I don't think I have the
Where's
proper attachments for it.
I think it might be the MP5. I think
It might be the MP5.
And AQ-47
Yeah.
is like it kills faster than an AR at AR range.
Nobody in this game right now is using anything but an AK, a sniper rifle, or dual revolvers.
Yeah.
Everything is a one-shot kill, and it is so annoying.
You
I thought
You just see everyone with these machine guns. You see the one guy just like, I've got two guns.
That one guy's me, because I don't want to use a fucking AK.
I thought that at some point,
Wild card.
because they're taking loadouts out and all that kind of stuff, and like the attachment system is completely different now too, because you have to like level guns in different
Mhm.
ways. I thought the meta, like they wouldn't really have a meta, but like because I'm not gonna play this game until Warzone comes out. Once Warzone comes out, I'll check it out and see.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend the money on it, right? But I have a feeling everybody's gonna be running the same guns, or somebody's gonna be trying to find the same guns, and everybody's gonna be running like an AK-47U or an MP5 the entire time.
Unless this game gets balanced from here to Warzone 2, it's gonna be AK-74Us, MP5s. There's a rifle I use. It's basically just the G3, but they call it something else in the game. Absolutely rips. It has barely any recoil, nothing. But yeah, no, it's gonna be that, and sniper rifles, obviously, because they basically you have a sniper rifle that has like the thickest fucking sight in the world, and if you just put your sight anywhere near somebody's like little like gravitational field, it fucking kills you in one shot. And it is so annoying because you would get into a firefight with somebody and they just spin around and you hit you once and you're dead. It's like, dude. And your beginning guns don't do that AK stuff. So basically anything that's an AK is like a 4 shot kill, right? The M4 is like 5 shots if you're not shooting like obviously like chest head, right? But like the MP7 is just like, I'm over here 6-7 hit markering people for them to turn around, hit me 3 times, and I'm dead.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest issues. I don't know how it's gonna work in Warzone because there's no loadouts anymore in Warzone, so I don't know how that's gonna what they're gonna do with that. So
yeah. Multiplayer needs work. And by the way, one more small little rant. Who the fuck used the UI in this game and thought this was a good idea? This UI is absolutely atrocious.
it's
Atrocious.
It's like they took their old game and said, like, how could we make this worse?
There are fucking
How do we make
menus
this worse?
inside menus, inside more menus,
Dude, the
inside more
progression-
fucking menus.
The progression system in this game makes no fucking sense.
I
It
don't
makes
know how to
zero
get
sense.
guns.
Yeah.
Why do I get my
It's
guns?
like-
Why do I have to level up an SMG to get a sniper rifle?
Yeah, it's
How
like
the
the
fuck am I
AR.
supposed to know
It
that?
sounds like you
It's
have
like
to do a
the
ring
AR
test.
tree is somehow connected to the pistol tree, and the pistol tree is connected to the SMG
And then,
tree.
then the fucking
like,
camos are the
what?
same thing. You earn a camo for your fucking a
Yeah.
baseball bat, and for some reason my golden deagle's now unlocked. Like, excuse
Yeah.
me.
You know, I don't like
Yeah,
back and
it's
forth,
so
like
it's such a
PNGs,
weird system.
JPEGs.
Yeah. It's not a good system. It needs honestly, I think the game legitimately would be perfect in terms because I'm despite all the bullshit, right? And despite highway maps, right? Or border crossing, actually.
Oh my
Border
God. Is it
crossing.
the one with all the cars?
Yes, dude. I played 3 games of Search and Destroy. 3 rounds. I got cross map grenade thrown, blowed up a car next to me, and I'm just like, I'm done. No,
Oh my God,
never
there
again.
There was
That's the
such
map
a
where
funny clip.
The entire dev team saw the movie Sicario. Was like, we got to make that a level,
Yeah.
and people hate it.
I saw a clip on Twitter of just this guy spawning and dying every single time because every time a car would explode, he would just die randomly.
And the thing that sucks is like the cars don't have like a good way of telling you they're gonna explode. So like you're sitting there like it's a fucking ticking time bomb, but it's like I gotta get past it because I need to get past. I need to play the game.
It's a ticking time bomb, but you can't hear the ticking part.
Yeah.
Of it.
So then you're like, okay, fine. It's not gonna blow up for a little bit. Let me run past it. As soon as you even come close to that thing, it's like, yep, that was time. Bam.
Would you say it's a mysterious ticking sound?
No, you can't even hear the.
No.
Oh my god, I can't.
I don't drive.
I
Sly.
can't.
I can't afford a
It's
car.
an old internet. It's an old YouTube video. Come on.
No?
I know what you're talking about because some engines like have that little ticking sound.
The mysterious ticking.
No, I don't even know.
But anyway.
Oh my
Am I
god.
too old?
But anyway, yeah,
Hold
the maps are
Too
not
old now.
the maps are not great. The maps are, I think, way too campy, like even more than 2019. I haven't had a problem with like claymores and stuff like that. Remember how claymores was a problem in 2019? Yeah, don't really have a problem with those. I don't know why they took out perks. The perk system is tried and true. I don't know why we keep trying to remove it and then bring it back the next game.
The perks
That's
are now
dumb.
like it's set up as like the more kills you get, the more perks you get, right?
Well, yeah, it's
You
kind
know
of like
what's
kill
better?
streaks, but the like score streaks almost like from Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's all right. I don't like the system. I like being able to take things that are obviously more aggressive in an assault sense and then mixing them with stuff that's like stealthy, right? And it really doesn't give you that leeway right now, especially very early on when you're first leveling up, and it takes a long time to level up. takes a long time to level up unless you got like a bajillion double XPs for buying the $500 edition or something. But yeah, no, otherwise, story-wise, I'm having fun. I will give them credit. The game works. I played through it. The multiplayer works. Everything's good.
Quick question. Do you have to start the game and make sure you start it again like the first one?
Hey, look, it
does
that, but
It's so funny.
It's
so funny.
it's
There's an
not
update.
as
Please
often.
restart the game.
I don't understand that. It has to be a PC only thing because I thought Steam would have that issue, wouldn't have that issue, but it seems like Steam cuts it into two different clients anyway. So instead of being just one login, it's like you have to open up the game, open up multiplayer, and then like that's what loads up. But then if you hit single player, it'll then make you reload the game because
It
it's
must be a shader
technically
thing or
reloading the game.
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's dumb. Again, the UI is terrible. But also, yeah, no, multiplayer, as much as there is bullshit in it, at least I can join a game. I can play a game. I've had very fun games. I have very bad games. I'm guessing skill-based matchmaking is the culprit here because sometimes I'll be like, man, this is really good. And then I get matched with goddamn Chuck Norris's like Task Force 141 personal. And it actually released with co-op, which I was surprised. I thought Sony would swipe that up and keep that as an exclusive again. Yeah, you can play co-op, which is more you can say about some of my other favorite franchises. Fuck you, 343. But yeah, no,
don't worry.
I've been having fun.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're having fun with Modern Warfare. I will return to you. I'm going to probably save that at the end of the playing section. But for now, Fee, what have you been doing? Because it sounds like you've been doing some weird cult stuff, and I'm scared. You're muted. You're muted again.
I don't understand anymore. This microphone has a
Look
mind
down,
of its own,
see if it's red.
apparently. Okay, I seriously. Okay, relax. It's like, okay, I'll put it out here so I can see it. It's in my line of sight, I guess. So yeah, I've been playing Cult of the Lambs, which is a really fun game. I was just kind of like last weekend, it was last Saturday. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm home alone. I want to play like a game. And I keep on hearing, like, I've always like wanted to sit down and play Cult of the Lambs, but I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna use it as a way to get back into streaming because it has like Twitch integration and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be too dedicated to this. I'm not gonna do that much. 6 hours later, I have a cult called Cult of the Lammy because I didn't think I was going to like put in too much time, so I just put a Y at the end of it. And because I'm like, Lammy sounds cute. I'm now on day 93 of this game, which is quite substantial. I've gone through, I think I've gotten like 8 wives at this point. Like they've
8
like
wives.
They've died. It's fine.
Oh
Tell me you fed me like shit.
That was a miracle and a
Okay,
tragedy in one sentence.
So I just want to say, Thalnir, who was, because I didn't even name the characters' names. Like I was just like, you know what, I'll spend way too much time trying to figure out the names. So I got this dog named Thalnir, and I'm just like, okay, cool, you're pretty like. And it's a nice dog, not too bad. And then like for some reason, like 5 times in a row, I kept on getting quests from them. The first one was like, hey, can you save my brother from this dungeon that you just like finished completing the elder god of that area? I'm like, sure. It wasn't even a dungeon, it was like the forest. So I go in, do that, save his brother, which is essentially his twin. But it was a different colored dog, whatever. And then I come back and they're like, oh, thank you so much for saving my brother. And I'm like, you're welcome. So then so at this point, I only have one wife, or like one person I'm married to. And the next day, the same dog comes up and says, hey, I need you to make this other person eat shit. I think would be hilarious.
What the fuck?
Please do this for me. And then I found out, because I don't remember their names, that this dog specifically wanted me to make a meal out of shit for my
Yeah.
like
Oh God,
married,
that was the
married person.
direction I didn't think you were gonna go,
Yeah.
but I
And
was gonna
so-
say it too. I was like, I hope he's not talking about actually eating real shit.
Well, yeah, it's like a meal that you can make for characters. So it
Oh my
sounds
God,
like, I think
I'm buying
would
this
be
game right now.
funny.
You can
So-
legitimately make them eat shit.
And it was just like I think this would be really hilarious. And at this point, like my cult was going crazy. Like their like following rating was horrendous. I'm like, okay, I have to do this because if I go the other way, everyone's gonna go insane, and then this is the end of my game. So then obviously I had to do that, realized it was my wife, and I'm like, holy crap, that's really dark and twisted, but kind of hilarious at the same
Your
time.
dog's like, I
And
want your
then-
wife to eat shit.
And then the dog next day like was just like, thank you so much for doing this for me. And then I went straight to my like chapel and then raised up everyone's likeness. The next day, the same dog comes over and says, hey, my brother is so happy that you saved him. He wants you to marry them. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? Like, we're on a roll here. So I go and I marry this dog's brother. This is gonna be so like
Jesus.
What is going on in this story? What the fuck? First somebody's eating shit, now somebody's getting that dog brother's getting married.
Okay, so then my first wife not so happy but then the brother was just like, hey, and I'm just like, love is love, everything's great, I run a
Love
cult.
is love. I am a cult leader. Love is love.
So then,
Sounds gay TikTok.
and so then like everything's good, everything's going great. I go on a mission and I try to go through some of the other areas. I try to get some money, I come back, and then the same dog comes up to me and says, hey, I know you just married my brother, but can you marry me too? And I'm like, oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
This dog is insane. So first of all, I was just like, you're the most hilarious like NPC I've ever met. So I slapped this necklace on that like essentially keeps them like they like live twice as long, if not 3 times as long. And then I married them too. So then my first wife and his brother were not happy. The end. The lamb is adorable though. Honestly, I love this game. It is hilarious. I like at this point, usually people have a lot more of the older gods killed. I'm not.
You're just so wait, hold on. Let's get the final tally here. How many fucking brothers and husbands and wives do you have?
Brothers,
Okay,
wives, and
so I just want to say that was a few generations ago. So
Oh,
they're
generations? The fuck, you got different generation. We got different dimensions too already.
Fee,
Yeah, it's a really fun game.
I want to ask,
That sounds amazing.
could I recreate the movie Midsummer in this game? I'm just curious.
Oh my God! So you can because and let me
Oh.
I will explain to you. So there is a chapel that you have your followers come to each and every day, and you do a sermon, cool sermon, and then you have rituals. One of the rituals, which you have to unlock, because there's essentially the big book, and then you have like, let's say 4 different like tiers of the like ritual like deck. So what happens is you have to choose out of these 2 rituals to like become sanctioned and become a ritual.
Mhm.
Or there's one that's like 4 tiers of the harvest. So there's one that's just like you can make people work for 2 days and raises the harvest ability of everyone, or you can do another thing. Or another example is you can get a work person. I have something in my eye. There's like another person that's just like, everyone has to work, you have to go back to work, you have to do this. Or there's another, you can select essentially a tax man, which I did. And every time I choose a tax man, it is a crow, and the crow is just like, I only like him because he wears like a top hat and he comes up to okay. First I was just like, okay, I'm like, I like this character. I have like essentially I know I'm going on a rant.
No, you
This is
continue.
your
This is
time.
amazing.
This is your time.
This is
you go on
amazing.
a
Your time to shine.
wear a necklace where it keeps them alive twice as long, and I didn't realize that he would get a top hat if he became the tax man. And he comes around to people and they're just like really mad at him, and he's just like, he takes his hat off and then he's like, and then does a little wink, and then it's this little star, and he like takes money from everyone, and I'm like, you're adorable. So I always have to have my tax man to be
Incredible.
specifically a
The
bird.
tax man.
all your money. This is not
My
Club Nook
personal
Garden, okay?
fucking
This is not
tax
Club
man.
Nook Garden.
But okay, so one of the rituals that you can get is you can and I only do this with the older characters that
Oh
I know.
god, you gotta
about
preface
no.
it. This can't be
no.
good.
where you
She sacrifices the older people.
Okay, no, there
I
is
mean,
a
that's
sacrifice
fine.
option. Okay, by the way, I keep on blinking because my eye. So there is the option to actually like do a cult sacrifice. And I didn't select that one. And then the elder god, the one that's like you're currently worshiping and you're trying to help, is just like, hey, I noticed you didn't select this one. You have to now have this ritual. So then they forced this ritual on me. They're just like, you have to use this as one of your rituals now. So they got mad that I didn't select it the first time. Anyway, I digress. There's this one where it's just like you sacrifice this person and they get sent to a higher power and then everything's great. So yeah, I do that with all my older characters. Some of them I bury because I have a graveyard. Other ones I just
So what you're
send
saying is you
off.
killed a
So
man.
you can do Wicker
So-
Man in this
so
game.
really-
I'm exciting. That's really
So
cool.
really, don't be old in Fee's cult.
No.
Okay,
So what you're saying
not
is you
all
killed a
the
man
old
though.
people. Not
Kill
all,
old people.
Only join if you're a
Well, the
young
older the
person.
better.
not all the old people are getting like I do this. It's only
Super murdered.
No, I have a graveyard in my town that I have.
Oh. So you make them live in the graveyard so you don't have to put them very far.
No,
Old people? Wait a minute.
no.
It's the old
when-
folks home right
okay,
next to the graveyard.
No, there's no old folks home.
In between a meat factory.
Wow, they don't have a home. They just live on the street.
No, they don't. Okay, so oh my god, rude. So
Oh,
They
not
have
as rude
their-
as killing old people, huh?
I'm not killing old people. I'm saying when an old
Fee
person.
supports genocide.
Oh my
God.
god, when people die in my town because it happens, there's honestly there are two options. You can click
Okay.
A to like prepare them for burial, or X where it's you cannibalize them and harvest them for food. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to a cute little dog or like a sheep or not.
Oh, what,
none of
old
them
people are
sheep.
dogs
You
to
mean
you
your
now?
husband? You don't want to turn to your husband?
Your 24th husband
Or
killing
like
your
an
56th
otter.
kid.
Your sibling spouses.
This is a fucked
Anyway.
up town. What is it? The evil needs to die over there. Evil dies tonight, my friend.
Oh my god, that's not even the worst. There's like a spider that's like outside. Like there's like 4 different portals, and he's there every day. He's a spider, and on his web, he has like a person, like a creature, and he's just like, "Hey, you want to buy them, or I'm gonna eat them?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna buy them because I don't want you to eat them." And they're just like,
What if he eats them?
well, he's just like, watch out for the bones, or it's just like that one's gonna be a crunchy morsel, and I'm like, no, stop talking about eating these creatures. Anyway, so I love this game. It's really fun. It's also fantastic on the Steam Deck. I've been
so
playing
bad.
it on the Steam Deck, and it's a lot of fun. Also, there's a very cute video that I've been like sharing with everyone recently. And it's really, really cute. It's actually the Lammy Lammy song from Gravity Falls, which I'll be talking about later on because now I'm into Gravity Falls. And it's just really cute. And I like the fact that people are now doing edits with the actual like other language versions, because obviously this was a very popular animated series back in the early 2010s. And so there's like the French version of it, or like the Korean version, the Japanese version, the Spanish version. So there's just a bunch of different versions now. But very cute. Honestly, it's a really good game. I would highly recommend it. I know we've been talking some weird shit about this game. But it's kind of like a mixture between like Binding of Isaac and kind of a little bit of Animal Crossing, because you do have people that come to your town that you can like create homes for. Obviously there's a lot of decorating for the town itself, but not actually their homes, because you only get to choose like build a sleeping bag or build a tent or build a home for them. So yeah, would highly recommend it. It's definitely going to be on my top 5 for sure. But yeah, the hijinks in that game is
Very cool.
ridiculous.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited. I really want to play it. I'm waiting for it to be on like a good Christmas sale, and then yeah, the Steam Deck sounds like the perfect spot for me to play it specifically.
Mhm.
Did you need to take a break to take care of your eye, and I can throw it over to Harv, or you think you're okay to
Oh, my eyes are fine now.
Five's fine now. Okay, you were fighting. I just wanted to give you the chance. All right.
Oh, I know. I
Fighting
was
for my
fighting
life
with
out
him.
here.
I know. I was fighting for my
Dude, this game actually sounds really good. I might check it out. Is it a good Steam Deck game you said?
Yeah.
very, very good Steam
Okay.
Deck game.
Yeah.
Frank, if you buy it, then I get to play it. So it's all up to you. You know.
I'm gonna revoke your access. You gotta start buying some games, my friend.
I bought Deathloop the other day.
Equal
I already own
partnership.
Deathloop.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So yeah, I played some board games. I played Destinies. It's a really good RPG.
I thought you started playing Destiny for a second.
No, I did not start playing Destiny. It's called Destinies. Where you get a specific
It's
character.
the board game version of Destiny.
No, it's not.
That would be wild. That
No.
would be nuts. I don't know how that would work.
Oh good god. It's I don't even. You know what? There could be a way to do it. I just don't know how to do it myself. Because that game I'm so still confused about. So it's by Lucky Duck Games, and it's essentially the first kind of like RPG type of board game. And the way that this is premised is you get a character. I'm going to explain the tutorial. So the tutorial is you get a few different character options, and you get to select one of them, and you get two different storylines. And you get the main storyline, and then you have two different options. For example, my character, I played the witch. So I find out that the small town that we're trying to rescue is being attacked by a werewolf. I know that the werewolf is actually my son, and my son is the werewolf attacking because I taught his wife magic. She became the enchantress, and she turned him into a werewolf to try to get rid of him. And so I'm trying to save my son without, like, you could technically like out her as a witch herself, or you could try to like just save the town. I chose the wrong choice, which was doing the nice path, and it did not go in my favor. And then Lucas played a character called the Hunter, who his master is the enchantress, and she's just like, hey, you need to kill the werewolf for me, or you can turn your back on her. He did choose to kill the werewolf, and he in fact did kill the werewolf, banishing the witch into the woods at the end of the board game. The cool things about this are, one, it has really cool figurines that came with it, and two, it actually has an application aspect to it as well. So you do roll dice to figure out what's going on, but there's also story aspects. So you could say, like, I want to go talk to the fortune teller in the caravan group, and then if you don't roll a specific amount or get a specific amount of like items or have enough intelligence to specifically speak with her, she can laugh in your face and say, go fuck yourself, and then kick you out of her caravan.
Damn.
So there's just a lot of really cool aspects to it. We got it during a auction at the board game event that we were at a few weeks ago. And it's a really, really good board game. It is for 3 people, but I would definitely highly recommend it if anyone gets a chance to, because there is a lot of story aspect to it. A lot of board games, it is kind of a little bit more structured, whereas this one has the randomness of the app telling you certain like situations or items that can occur. We had a random guy appear who was just like, haha, I'm stuck in the snow. And then I went and helped him, and he gave me food and then gave me money and disappeared into the mist. And we don't know what happened to that character. It really depends on how you interact with certain characters and how you actually build up your role within the time period. Would highly recommend it. Really cool. It's kind of creepy, kind of eerie. And yeah, it was really entertaining to see at the end when I told Lucas, like, yeah, this is why my character was so invested in trying to save the wolf. But in his mind, it looked like I was a witch trying to like recruit people for like a blood sacrifice, because it was just like, why are you constantly trying to hire people? You're the evil witch. And I'm just like, I can't tell you what's going on, because if I do, then it's going to ruin it. So it's a really cool mystery. You have the light, kind of like option A or B. So the A version is usually like the darker path, which mine was, you could do a ritualistic, like grab 2 items and do a ritual and then kill off the enchantress and save the werewolf. or you could hire people, like you could gather people and help them to join your ritual to do a healing like spell to save the town. So yeah, really cool game. Would highly recommend it. I'm gonna see if it's on Tabletop Simulator because I think it'd be a lot of fun to play with some of you.
Mhm.
Because it has a lot of cool story aspects to it and it's really fun.
God bless Tabletop Simulator, man.
So good.
So good.
And then I played a board game called Horrified. I played the American classic monsters version, which is a cooperative game where you play with other people and you try to stop cult classic type of horror characters. We had oh god, I'm gonna specifically talk about the one that I was really excited about because I saw it and I'm like, I have to get it, which was the Mothman. So we had to fight and stop the Mothman, and we in that game you get to select a random character. I got to the kind of like the mountain man who's been and I came up with an entire background story for him. He's been up in the like mountains for 30 years trying to stop the Mothman who killed his entire family on a trip through the Appalachians. And so he's just living his life and everyone doesn't trust him, and he's like the guy in the horror film that's just like, there's people in these woods, and then everyone's just like, shut up, old man, and then he's just like, you'll rig the day. It's like the guy from Until Dawn. He's
How many
just
times
like,
we got to teach you this lesson, old man?
he's just like, hey, I have a blowtorch here for a reason. There's shit in these woods. And the kids are just like, shut up, you're so stupid. And then we know what happens to the guy in the middle of Until Dawn. If you don't, then it's been what, 6 years at this point. Play the game. So
Yeah, Crazy Ralph from The Harbinger, basically, from Cabin in the
Yeah.
Woods.
yes. Oh my god, perfect example. But no, really good game.
7 years since Until Dawn.
Oh wow.
I once read a really good fanfic that was based on Until Dawn, and I really enjoyed it. And a friend had also read it. And I was like, oh, that's the Until Dawn fic that's based on a video game. And they were shocked.
See, that's the sequel
I was
that we'll
gonna-
never get because they're doing something else.
I mean, The Quarry is like a spiritual successor to it.
It's close enough. Hold on, I got a
Yeah.
cat trying
Yeah.
to steal food out of a bowl. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I was slightly concerned, Sly, that you're about to say, and then I was really interested in playing it. I'm like, don't play it. Sly, this is not a game for you. Holy shit, do not play this game.
I played it.
Oh, did you play it? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you
It's-
think of it?
I enjoyed it. It's definitely not like a super Sly game,
Yeah.
but I have fun with that style of game. But
Okay, cool. Because I was thinking of like the de-jawing, the spiking, the head ripped
The
off, and I'm like,
people
I,
getting their
I don't
bodies
have
ripped
a
apart.
problem with gore. I have a problem with like psychological, like weird, trippy.
I mean, this
vibes.
is a teen slasher as you can get, right? Until Dawn and The Quarry and stuff is as teen slasher
Mhm.
as you can get.
Yeah.
I have stuff. But yeah. I played some other things, but I'll talk about it another time because I played quite a bit this week. Past 2 weeks, I guess. So
Well, thank you so much for the board game talk. We don't get that enough. And I think after we played Mysterium the other day, I just sort of definitely reinvigorated us wanting to play some more board games. So
Hell yeah.
thank you for time. Harv, you want to talk about some rats. So let's talk about
Yes.
some rats before we get to essentially the topic.
Let me take you back to year 1500,
Oh, Lord.
where the
1500.
well, that's what this game is based in. The 1500s,
I see.
when the plague hit the world. No, this is a so I played Plague Tale Requiem. Oh my god, I can't even say that word.
Requiem?
Requiem, whatever.
Requiem.
Requiem.
Requiem of a Dream.
English is hard sometimes, yo. Okay, I played the second Plague Tale. I played the second Plague Tale. It is. I don't know how many people have played the first one here.
I played the first 4 chapters.
First 4 chapters.
Yes.
Okay.
Did a little bit.
Yeah. Before
First
the
one
rats
is
pop
really,
off.
really good.
I've never played this series.
It's really, really good. The first one is I was really, really excited for the second one to come out when they announced it. I was like, okay, I'm down, because the first one, like the performances are awesome. Puzzles they're okay, but like the performances where the story goes is really, really good. So I was really excited for this. And it's on Game Pass, so if you ever want to check it out, I think both might be on Game
think
Pass.
they
I know
both
this
are.
one is.
Yeah, they both.
Yeah, I
are.
know this one is for sure. But this one starts off a little rough. It starts off the first 4 hours just feel like the first game again,
Yeah.
and you're just like really trying to like go through the motions and just trying to like see what's different in the game. Not much is different. The performances again, really, really well done. Especially the three main characters of Hugo, Amicia, and Lucas. They did a really, really good job with the voice actors did a good job with them. The faces are a little deadpan though, not as bad as like Andromeda, but
Yeah.
like they are a little like
Mhm.
the emotion doesn't always kind of catch up with like the words they're trying to say. But once I got past the 4 hour mark, this game just goes, and the gameplay elements they add to the game where you can actually like control rats and stuff too.
Yeah.
You become one with the rats
One with the
and like
rats.
and start like eating people up and shit like that, and like it's really, really cool. And they added some other gameplay elements as well, that when you have Misia and Hugo together, you can have like different ways you can take down like sections of the area that you're in, which is I think where it really excels, is like you can do things in different ways, and it's not like a preset way like you have to do it this way.
Yeah.
Again, the story is really, really well done. I do have to say the ending of the game, because there's 17 chapters in this game.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh, that's long.
It's about a 20 to 25 hour game, so it is a hefty game.
Okay.
Good job.
The first 14 chapters, they're nice and spread out. They're like 2 hours each usually.
Okay.
The last 5 chapters took me an hour and 20 minutes.
What?
Damn.
I was like, what?
All right.
It's like,
Shout
do we
out.
really need 17 chapters for this?
We're gonna
this
condense
game-
that down a little bit, I
They know
guess.
you're a
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings fan, so they had to have 17 endings. You know, just like.
Oh man, at the ending I wasn't very. I was a little meh about the performance. If you play this on console, it is locked at 30 FPS, so I recommend playing this on PC. If you don't care about FPS, then obviously just play it on the PlayStation or on the Xbox. But it still has performance issues on PC, so I just want to give a heads up on that one too. It lags on some cutscenes. It doesn't run well on some parts. There's jitters, but for the most, I didn't run into too many bugs. I ran into some like gameplay bugs, like where I had to restart not the chapter, just the section that I was in.
Yes.
But yeah, I recommend it. It's a good game. If you played the first Plague Tale, I think you'll enjoy the second one.
I want to get back into it, but also part of me, there are things that I liked about it. There are things that I don't, and the game feels like a 18 chapter escort mission, and that's the part that I don't enjoy. But ultimately, there are some interesting stealth stuff that they do that I think majority is. I think the first game's supposed to have, but then I hear it gets fucking wild and crazy at the end of that game, which then leads into this one specifically. I am curious about it. It is something that a lot of people do recommend, but at the same time, it's just like it falls in the wayside of so many other games that are also out there right now. That we're in review season. We're not getting a whole lot of codes, but there's still games that I think that I really would like to play, and I don't know how far up that is on my list of like need to play right now. When I have Ragnarok around the corner, I still have some Ghostbusters that I still would like to play. Marvel's Snap is destroying my life, and so many other wonderful things. Frank's participating in this podcast by playing the game that we're going to talk next. But yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. It's just right now is not on the top tier, but I'm glad that you enjoyed it at least that there's some aspects of the game that you could actually like.
Yeah,
boom, we got the win.
About halfway through the game, I put it onto the easiest difficulty because I just wanted to get through the game.
Yeah.
That's if you want to get through the game really fast, just put it on the easiest difficulty and just fly through it.
Gotcha.
And that's what I would recommend, and that's what I did for the second game. Like some of the new characters that they add and stuff like that, I really enjoy the things that they did for this game when it comes to the performances, and when you're like sneaking around, all the characters kind of whisper as well. So like they're really engaged into what's happening inside, like what's happening around them and stuff like that too, which I haven't really seen in many games before, honestly. Because usually people are just yelling, even though you're doing stealth missions for the most part.
The comes to mind is the Spider-Man games. Spider-Man games have, if you're flying through the air, he has a more like yellowed pitch, but when he's sitting still, it's just more of a more calm collective. So
Yeah,
it's kind of cool that they have like maybe a dynamic way to how to do that. But that's...
And every time I went to a new city, I was like, well, this city's gonna get fucked up because there's gonna be so many rats. There are so many rats in this game. It is crazy. It is just ocean waves of rats, just tsunami of rats going at you. And I was like, this is why the game probably doesn't run that well because there's just rats everywhere.
It's a rat simulation.
It really is. It really is because like there's like parts of the game where like you have to like it does the Crash Bandicoot thing where like it moves the camera in front of you and you have to go towards the camera. And then everything behind you is just breaking down and there's just rats everywhere.
Yeah.
That's and then you're just like this is where all the rendering prices like this is rendering all these rats. But there's a lot of like a heart-wrenching times and like really like kind of like get you going kind of type things. And they did a good job with the writing and the story. So
that's cool.
I recommend it. If you've played the first one, honestly, if you don't have any
could you join this one and not play the first one?
You would have to just know who the characters are, but yeah, you probably could.
Okay.
You probably could. They do a decent job of just telling you like who Amicia is, who Hugo is. They tell you like who these characters are for the most part, especially at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Right when you start it, like there's just like a little like heartwarming moment of just them introducing each other again in a way, in their own little ways. So
okay.
Yeah.
And that's Plague Tale Requiem. That's on Game Pass. So if you have the Game Pass subscription, give it a shot. Why not? I think
the first one's on there too, actually. So you can play the whole first one and the sequel.
Yep, whole shebang there. All right, we're gonna get into probably one of our topics of the show here. We all said the same damn thing, and that, of course, is Marvel Snap is ruining our fucking lives, and are ruining our lives.
It's ruining the podcast.
Frank, can I tell the story, or do you want to tell the story? Is Fee here, by the way?
Fee is not here, actually.
Not here? That's fine. She'll hear the repeat of this story. But basically, Frank was like, hey, Mario, I got something to tell you. All right. And I'm like, this is the moment. He's going to finally tell me, we've been looking forward to this. We're going to have to buy new outfits for him. It's going to be fantastic. No. His secrets is that he's actually been playing Marvel Snap in the background, and he's very close to my rank, and I'm very upset by that. Frank, tell me about...
I'm at 37 actually right now.
Yeah, you're very close to my rank.
Yeah.
It's getting a little scary there. What is...
Yeah, no, I actually, in the middle of this podcast, I've gone from 32 to 37. I have been slapping butts every game. It's been pretty good. No, I like this game a lot. I don't really know what to say that already hasn't been said on it, other than like I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's one of those games where I didn't think I was going to be able to like get the kind of gist of the decks very early on, but I think I got it like around round 3. I was like, okay, I kind of get what they're going for here. Quick little burst games. You have to build a deck around it. You can't backload, but you can't front load. So you can't have too many 1s, but you can't have too many 6s. More than 2 6s is just suicides. Like, why would you even do that to yourself? But yeah, no, it's definitely one of those games where there's a cool amount of strategy to it, and it's not just a card game. It's they have these little locations on them that really kind of change the whole game up. So it's not necessarily you're just slapping butts with the same deck over and over again. There's always going to be a kind of location or something like that to kind of screw you up in the process. But I'm having a lot of fun. I didn't think I would have this much fun, but we're winning games left and right. We're ranking up. I'm trying to catch up to everybody else. I already finished the battle pass. Literally finished it during the podcast, and yeah, I've been having a blast with it.
Well, that's good. Sly, of course, you're my co-host over there at the MC University. Are you interested in card games to begin with? And B, did you think that you
love card games
like Hearthstone and stuff like that? Like those like
I haven't played Hearthstone, but okay, yeah. I have played Magic.
Yeah.
I played Magic a little bit in high school, just like very basic. With like my uncle and stuff. And then when I got to college, a bunch of people my first year were really into Magic. And so that year I played a lot of Magic. So in college, I played a lot of Magic. I have spent $0 on Magic. All of my decks were from like free PAX events or from friends being like, ended up with multiple copies of this card. I don't need it. Here you go. Or we do like trades and stuff. So I'm not like super into Magic. But yeah, I enjoy card games a lot. I did not expect Marvel Snap to be as enjoyable as it is. Like when it came out, I first downloaded it and I'm like, oh, I'll try it out. I'm sure, it's just like trying to be fun, big pop moment, whatever. And then I played for a couple hours straight and went, oh no, this is good. So yeah, I've been playing pretty regularly. I have the whole except for the one mission that reveals
Tomorrow.
in like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have the whole
Battle Pass?
the like symbiote invasion, all those challenges filled out.
All the Battle Pass stuff.
Yeah, I finished the season pass, the first 50 levels yesterday. I think it was. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with the deck building. I play very differently than Frank. I'm not trying to like grind out rank levels. I've been having way more fun like putting together decks and play testing them and see like what works together. So like I've been focusing a lot on my collection level and like the season pass and not necessarily the ranks. But yeah, I've been sitting, it's been fluctuating, but like low to mid 30s, so like 32 to 30, I think 6 was the highest I got at one point.
Got you.
But yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. One again. I'm actually gonna go around the table and ask what is everyone's current collection rating as well as their rank. Sly, you were saying that what collection level do you have right about now?
I have 440.
440? Damn, you fucking beating me. I'm 44 or 402. Fee, what is your collection level?
I do not know off the top of my head, and my phone is dead, so I'm currently
no.
trying to download it. So...
R.I.P.
You know what's
Charge
been
faster.
Honestly, funny you say that. You know what's been killing my battery? Fucking Pokemon Snap. Marvel Snap.
Much
surprisingly, this phone has been doing really well. The iPhone 14 Plus has been doing insanely good with battery life on it.
Yeah, I feel like when I leave it running in the background sometimes, and I guess it's just merged my shit. But level 49 in the actual symbiote ranking, and then 402 for the collection, 58 right now in season pass. I'm loving this game as well. Fee, what are your thoughts? Because I think we've been talking about it like selectively over and over again around the clock here. So
yeah, that's fair. I really enjoy it. I did take a little bit of a hiatus, so I haven't been playing as much as I was. I did, however, I was here for the story. I just was trying to figure out something else. And got into a fight with Steam as per the usual. So I knew that he was playing Marvel Snap because he messaged me way before he told you and said, "Hey, guess what? I am doing this. Don't tell Mario." And I said, "Bet." Okay.
Yeah, the night I downloaded it, because I downloaded it like halfway through my shift at work, because I was playing what the fuck was I playing? I was playing Survivor.io. And I was like, yeah, I'm bored of this already. Like, I don't really care. That's why I think Vampire Survivor is probably a little bit better, because like I think there's actual objectives and stuff to that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm getting kind of bored of this. I guess I'll download that Marvel Snap game. Everybody, all the kids have been talking about. And then, yeah, no, I downloaded it. Like, absolutely slapped butts all work shift. And then I got home, instead of playing Modern Warfare, I slapped more butts on that. And then I messaged Fee, and I'm like, look, here's the plan. Because my original plan was to be on the podcast. We talk about it, and I was going to talk massive shit on it. Like, I was going to make things up. I was going to gaslight the fuck out of the podcast. And then reveal at the very end that I've been playing it the whole time. I didn't expect Mario to get back from his vacation so soon. I thought he was going to be back on Friday, which I could have just taken a day. But like, you know, I like playing Marvel Snap.
He needed to play it.
I needed to play it, so I told him, I was like, look, all right, I'm not going to be able to hide this from you because you're going to see me play it at some point. So I've been playing Marvel Snap, and he was just like,
well, I was just like, because you said you were telling him on the podcast. And so then when like Mario was saying like, oh, Frank, I'm just like what other things does Frank have up his sleeve right now? Because I don't think he could be able to handle 2 secrets, let alone 1.
There's so many secrets. Why are we keeping so many secrets from each other all of a sudden?
I mean, you're horrendous at it, apparently.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah. Exactly. But no, I personally really enjoy it. It is very much, I could see why a lot of people who aren't even fans of deck builders / like card games are really interested, because card games can take quite a bit of time. I've played Hearthstone, I've played Legend, like Tales of Runeterra, I've played a number of other deck builder games, and some of them can take about 20 to 40 minutes depending on like what you're doing and trying to like strategically like play out. So something like Snap, where it's just like it's timed, you only have a specific amount, and it only goes up to 6 rating rather than the full 10 like you see with Hearthstone and Runeterra, and a number of others. So I'm not shocked why a lot of people like it, especially with the Marvel aspect. So it's just like a lot of like stars aligning for this to be a really big game. I'll probably get back into it a little bit more. Like I said, I've been playing honestly more Cult of the Lambs than anything. So when I do have free time, especially with the fact that I have the Steam Deck now, so when I'm working, I could either like grab my, like not working, after work, my apologies.
Okay, so
I just want to make that abundantly clear.
Clip it.
I want to make it abundantly clear that I only play on my lunch breaks and after work. But
allegedly.
Not allegedly. Either way. No, either way, I've been really enjoying it. I will also admit, I know that my ranking right now is shit because I like kept on, like what I would do is I would play it later at night when I'm like half asleep and I'm like falling asleep as I'm playing. And so then I was just like, okay, well there goes like 4 ratings. So I was at 39. I'm now at 32 because I keep on pulling this shit on myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I need to be focused.
I had a similar problem, Fee, because I would start it and then a customer would come in and I'd be like, fuck, I gotta end it. I gotta retreat.
But you're not going against real people right now, right? PvP's
Yeah,
not
we
as
are.
big yet.
Yeah, we are.
It's all real people, actually. Every now and again, you get a bot that's obviously it's just a person's name. It's like John.
You can't face your friends yet.
That's bullshit.
Later.
What is that?
It's officially coming.
That's supposed to be coming
this
out
year,
soon. Yeah.
So that's good. So we only got 2 months away, and then we will be able to play against each other, which I'm very excited for because I said this on DLC because I was able to appear on DLC. I want to do a point in progress tournament of champions. I want to do like a let's play Marvel Snap. I almost said fucking Mario Snap. Marvel Snap. With a group of people. I think that'd be fun bracket and everything. But I love this.
I just want to randomly say, like, the first thing when you said Mario Snap, I'm like, oh god, there would definitely be like just a shirtless Mario card. And it would like because like the fucking shower
if you get the shirtless Mario the shower card and the tequila card together, they like make like an Exodia.
I gotta get Please Be Excited to make that. I gotta ask them if they can make that because that's oh my god. I'm gonna tweet that right now. Give me I'm gonna wait till after I finish and I'm tweeting that. Yes.
But what have you guys been vibing with like play style wise? Like what decks, what cards are you really enjoying?
On reveal deck.
On reveal.
I have an on reveal Odin deck that Lucas helped me make, and I've just been like building up. I also have another deck that I kind of want to like. I hope that I can make it actually like work out, and it's an all female deck, which has like all the female cards that I have.
also have an all female deck.
Yes.
I have yeah, so I counted before we started the podcast because we were talking about it. I have 10 decks built right now.
Oh my god.
And I have 2 on reveals and 2 ongoings that I've rotate through all 4 of those. And my on reveal one is all women. Like there's no men in this
That's
deck.
hilarious.
It's pretty solid too.
My 2 decks that I go back and forth, and this was built through card collection, but also seeing it happen to me, and I was like, that's cool. I want to do that. And the 2 decks are multi-man with Heimdall, so that way I can just reproduce him as much as I possibly can, along with Hulkbuster, because when I throw Hulkbuster onto multi-man, and then when I Heimdall him, it creates higher powered versions of him, and then it can be overwhelming and really cool. The other deck that I've been using quite a lot, and Frank's uses a lot of this technique, is the Moon Girl with Devil Dinosaur mixed with Lady Sif and Apocalypse is my favorite, one of the favorite decks that I have, that I just, whenever I don't have the dinosaur and I just have Lady Sif and the Apocalypse, I'm like, all right, cool. I get to go back and forth between the 2 strategies. And yeah, see, Victory Boy right there.
I'm running a similar setup on one of my ongoings, doing the Moon Girl Dinosaur.
Very fun.
Yeah, fun time.
Honestly, you just need Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. If you can get those 2 in the same hand before turn, was it 4, I believe, before you can actually use one of them. If you can get all those in your hand before turn 4, I like to still be able to have characters getting put on the field, even though I'm hoarding cards. So what I do is I put Sentinel out very often, because Sentinel will give you a card back. So basically I put a 3-power card out. At least they don't know what's going on. Like they're thinking, oh man, he's just going to spam Sentinels until I leave that 4th slot open. Devil Dinosaur. If I get Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur already in the hand before I hit Devil Dinosaur, Moon Girl, 2 Devil Dinosaurs. I already have a hoarded hand. So basically I hit 1 Devil Dinosaur in one spot and then 1 in another spot. He's usually super cranked in terms of like how much power he's getting. Game's usually over after that.
Yeah, this game does it really well with balancing just the different cards, the way that they interact with each other, counters to so many. There's so many cards now that are countering my decks that I'm blown away by, like the Professor X or a Cosmo, as that's been thrown out and messing me up quite a bit. There are, I think this game is just expertly designed in terms of how I spend my time with it, how I unlock things, and as well as like how I want to spend my money, where it doesn't feel, I don't feel cheated out of anything. I always feel like I'm excited. I'm literally excited for this season to be over so I can see what the next season is, so I can give them $10 and so I can start that battle pass again. It's got that Fortnite mentality.
And that's the thing. Yeah. Like, I don't typically ever buy battle passes or anything. But a couple days ago, I hit level 50 and I went, might as well throw them $10 and get all the other shit. And it's like the way it's set up where you're still getting things and it's pretty achievable to get to the like end goal. It makes me want to throw money at them. It's great.
And the money that I get in the battle pass is the money I use to buy variants. Variants, the ones that I've liked. I think I bought 3 of them so far. I bought a baby Wolverine, which is just a fuzzball looking one, and then I bought Chris Samney variant art of Captain America that looks fantastic.
That one was pretty cool.
One other one, but yeah, that was really cool. I love the way that they handle power cards or holographics in this game, where it's just any card can be that, and you just have to level that card's progression so that way it becomes holographic, cool spines, colorful names, and that is really cool. I'm curious how they're gonna continue to elevate that in the future, as well as we get more packs or decks as the things come along. I'm having a lot of fun. Very excited for PvP. Very much.
I currently
excited.
have 3 Ultra cards, and they're so pretty.
Yeah, when I first saw the colorful holographic background, I was like,
It looks good.
Damn, that looks good.
God damn.
Yeah, the 3D
Goddamn.
effects too, the animation, that's so cool.
This guy escaped before the game even started. That was weird.
Sometimes I click on start accidentally and I have to yeet out of there. But yeah,
Yeah.
I get, like I said, I've been building a million decks and just jumping around with whatever like fits my mood. So like I have a pretty solid one energy jet deck that's been holding up. Actually, I was really impressed that that's still viable. And then I've been really enjoying my movement deck, which has like all of the like Iron Fist, the multiple man, all that stuff. Been fun.
That's strange.
I have a power deck that's fine. I also have been really enjoying the destruction deck. So it's like Carnage and Sif and Apocalypse, all that good stuff. And then I built a control deck. I've used it maybe once or twice. I hate playing control. I hate playing against people playing control. I just hate it. Like when I would play Magic, I would play against people who played control, but that's because they wanted to like actually have fun and play a game and not just be an asshole. But I feel like there are some people here who are on Marvel Snap who are playing control style decks and just like being a like fucking asshole about it. And I'm like, all right.
Well, I'm glad they're only being an asshole for like 3 minutes at a time because that can be unbearable, especially playing long games.
Yeah,
Karl,
I think I love how rage quitting is literally a mechanic in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, and betting too. There's a interesting betting element of like, I'll bet you 8 levels. Is like, all right, bet. Let's see how it goes.
I will 100%. If you ever see the Frank GV on there, no damn well I literally snap at the beginning of every game. That says 2 on there. Okay, I already snapped.
By the way, I played against someone whose name tag had like gaming in it, so I immediately looked on Twitter to see if they were on Twitter. I sent him a screenshot of the victory. It was like, good game, bro. Just to be a troll. They had 0 followers. My bad. Carlos asked in the chat, you suggest not having 2 level 6 cards in the deck?
No,
I don't think so either, but I do think having a good 5-6.
I have a couple decks where I'll do 2. Do not do more than 2.
Yeah.
I don't.
And it really depends on the structure of what you're working with.
Yeah. I don't think it's a good idea, mainly just because you are going to waste a lot. That 6th card, you only have 1 turn to play that. And if you're wasting a slot that you could possibly have a card that you can play before turn 6, then you'd rather have an extra card that you can actually play rather than banking on if you're going to get one of 2 of these cards, right? And then God forbid you get both of them in your turns, and then you have to go, oh shit, well I now have a Hulk and an Odin, for example, right? Like what am I going to do?
I have 2 6s in my power deck, and that's because I have a Hulk, and then I have the Infinite, which you can only play if you didn't play a card the previous turn. So that gives me a little more options with like what I'm feeling for that specific game. But I think the rest of them pretty much only have 1 6 card.
Like
for sure.
the one card, the deck that the multi-band that I have America Chavez in it just because I don't care about the level 6 in that deck because I don't need it. It's essentially there just so I know, because you get that card on turn 6 every time. And so I know I'm guaranteed to have that card in there. So that way the cards that I get are in the deck are hopefully, more looser. But yeah, each his own, play your own game, see how it goes for sure. But yeah, that's been our Marvel Snap conversation.
No.
We're gonna go ahead and move on to what we've been watching. You know what? We're gonna go straight to the secret. Let's just break it out here. All right, Frank, you literally had to tell me right before our shift started about Marvel Snap. Well, Frank, do you remember when we were supposed to watch Barbarian on Wednesday, and you were not?
We weren't supposed to watch anything. We were gonna. We didn't plan anything.
That is not even true. Fee,
where's the plan? What was the plan?
To watch Barbarian days before.
She said Fee said, would you guys be down to watch Barbarian? There was no date or time or anything like that. I get a call at 9:30 at night. Do you want to watch Barbarian?
It's not on the calendar. It doesn't count.
Listen, Fee, find that out, but it doesn't matter. We ended up
100%. I remember the conversation. It was Fee asking if we were down to watch Barbarian.
I'm looking. I'm going back.
Either way, we decided instead to one. We waited, so we're gonna watch Barbarian tomorrow. If we need to specifically schedule a time, I will make sure to set up not only the calendar, but I will send you preemptive messages. 5 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, and then 15 minutes before.
Like that's how I set my alarms.
Jesus
Thank you.
Christ.
That's exactly what I need.
Because you best believe this is what's going to happen now. So Mario had. He's just like, here's another idea. Mario, would you like to share what your idea?
I can already
was?
guess what this is.
What do you think
see.
we did?
Did you guys watch The Lost Boys?
Hold
No.
on. I'm trying to.
Oh,
find-
interesting.
Let's see here. Hold on. We're testing 1, 2, 3. Damn it! Oh, sorry. Got ad popped up. Stop with the ads. Testing 1, 2, 3. Diane, it is 8 a.m. Seattle, Washington. As you have no doubt surmised the clarity of this tape, I purchased a new Micromac pocket tape recorder. We of course watched Twin Peaks. And it
Oh,
was
interesting.
fucking awesome.
It was fucking insane.
Good. Fee, you gotta tell me, man, because those first few episodes. I mean, how many episodes did you get through?
So I'm currently at the very end of episode 2.
Okay.
And holy moly, am I invested?
What the fuck?
Getting
Yeah,
to
it
the
takes a few
point-
episodes to really get invested,
Oh,
but like
no.
you're in there
Mario
like episode
can tell
1.
you, I was invested within the first 15 minutes, if
Yeah.
that. I was just like, okay, time of death. Obviously, it was like after when her mom went upstairs and then between then and the morning. So obviously, since she's currently at this specific color, you're probably looking at about between 12 and 4 a.m. Between 12 and 4 a.m. is what they said in the fucking show. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Okay, so anyway, things I have problems with. Everyone's fucking obsessed with Laura Palmer. To the
I know,
point that
right?
it's
Who the fuck was this
disgusting.
person?
Like people were like sobbing, not just like like normal sobbing,
Bro.
but it was just like
I can't
full
wait
on
for
like.
Some people were
Like, it was
legit. It's like it's like
People aren't allowed
some
to
people's
grieve.
lives. It's
in
not, dude. This
2022.
isn't. No, Sly. You don't fucking understand.
it's
This
just
isn't grief. This is like if somebody shot your firstborn child in front of you. Levels of grief.
But not only that, it's just like cashier number 2 sobbing. Like it's like they literally witnessed their own like their love of their life has died. And I'm like, why is ever like I understand her parents by all means. Her mom,
And
mind you,
Andy?
still a little bit insane, but like when they're sitting in the school and then everyone's like her friend just proceeds to like start sobbing super loud in the middle of class. And I'm like, okay, first of all, nothing has been said. And then other people are also crying. And I'm like, why is this
What
happening?
is
This
happening?
And then,
woman
and then
runs
people are
across
just
the field crying.
yeah, like sobbing, and then like there's people in the hospital too, like doctors, and they're like, she was so beautiful. I've known her since she was a child. Man, was she a beautiful woman? And then they're like, they're crying, and I'm like,
What
you're
the
her
fuck is going
psychiatrist.
on?
What the fuck? Why are you crying? And I'm just like, why is everyone so obsessed with this girl to the point that they closed down the lumber yard because they're like, Laura Palmer died, so we have to fucking.
Well, to be fair,
No.
the other victim was the father worked there.
Okay,
Yes.
sure. But here's the thing. That
You
was
get the
a
day off.
second afterthought. Like, because the
Yeah.
first thing they mentioned was Laura Palmer.
That was the
Because
second thing.
everyone's just like, we want to get with Laura Palmer. Girls, guys, anybody was just like, Laura Palmer, she just did so much for the community.
Any age.
And then it was just like
Yeah.
any age, like any like there was like people who were just like, I literally live on the outskirts of town, but oh my god, this is literally the most life ruining event. I'm like, is this town like literally worshiping this girl? Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the cult of Laura Palmer, the TV show.
To be fair, this is the only rationalization I can think of is like if you live in a town that's like 30 people or like 100 people, everybody is precious.
Yeah,
No,
that is
no one
100%
is
the
that
idea.
precious. Here's the thing: no one is as precious as Laura Palmer because once again, another girl was found around the same time and she survived, and yet she was still an afterthought to Laura Palmer.
Yeah,
There
they
was,
didn't
like,
give a fucking shit about
she's
her,
still, she's
dude.
still kicking.
Rhonda
She's still
Polanski?
kicking.
She's like literally like she is currently comatose in a bed, and everyone's just like Laura Palmer.
Throw her out.
And then
We
they're
need,
just like, oh, this other girl
we need the
comatose
sheets for
and she's
all.
alive, but, like Laura Palmer. We have to like, oh my god. And then not only that, there's definitely a trend of an orangey coral red throughout the entire show.
Yes.
And then not only that, it continues on throughout episodes. I am just currently just so thrown off by this freaking Laura Palmer.
I just want to see her see them like go over wherever. I forgot what, because I've seen this show too, and I forgot like all the characters with that one character that survives, and just see go over their bed and just be like, in the name of Laura Palmer, I'm glad you're still alive.
No, they're just like, and then it's like the fucking Dale Cooper. He's just like, "Ooh, I'm gonna take my tweezers. I have to check out underneath the fingernails." And then also his obsession with cherry pie is like obscene.
Yeah,
like he's obsessed with. The
Okay, to be fair, you haven't had their cherry pie. Nobody here in this podcast has. So for all we know, it's as good as he says.
Cherry pie is disgusting.
It is a real place that we can actually go to and get cherry pie.
I mean, I'm down now because I'm gonna definitely be continuing. This is a show that I'm literally.
You're all coming to visit?
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's call me.
I need to usually when it comes to TV shows, I can try to do a few things that not this show. I need to pay attention. I'm making notes. I am making sure that I figure out what the fuck is happening with this show because I'm fully invested. But holy cow.
There's a part where I told Fee, look at the look at the backgrounds, look at the mirrors. And then
owls are not what they seem.
You press pause on one shot and you saw it. And you're like, what is that?
That's why I feel like I'm so invested now. But yeah, I definitely plan on watching a few more episodes this weekend. I just need no distractions while I'm watching because holy moly, there's just too many things.
Fee, what are your thoughts on the theme song? The music.
I haven't heard the theme song in a while. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up.
The whole time Fee was like, what is intro music?
Because it's just like people are sobbing and they're playing love ballads in the background. It's like do 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 do, and then the mom's like, ah!
You can see why Mario likes this show, by the way.
Does not compute. And then when old Dale Cooper comes into town, it's a jazzy old mix playing while he's just talking to a recorder that obviously is going to nobody because why the fuck would it? I'm like, this is just so fucking. And they keep on playing this music, and I'm like, why do you keep on? And then he's just like, it's Laura Palmer's theme, and I'm like,
yes.
Why is it
like that has some relevance?
I'm like, I don't care. This woman is literally death sobbing, and first of all, I just made a joke because there's a scene where she's just like, tell me. Where's our daughter? I can't, because she's talking to her husband who is at the hotel, and then he's just like, sheriff, and she's just like, no, and I'm like, he hasn't said shit to you. He could literally just be there just to talk to somebody else. He could. Why are you freaking out?
The day just looked weird today. It's just a weird day.
And then the music starts playing, and I'm like, why is a love ballad playing while this woman's just automatically assuming that her daughter's dead, and then the guy's just standing there with the phone. And then not only that, the sheriff comes over, the guy drops the phone, so the woman starts sobbing.
That's
Laura
right.
Palmer's mom is just losing her shit. And cannot handle herself. I'm like, the worst thing that could have happened there is he picks up the phone and he's just like, oh, the sheriff just wanted to say hi. And then I'm just thinking in my head, this is so dumb. I'm like,
it's also one of the best screams because it's just out of nowhere, just absolutely.
It's guttural too.
It's guttural. It's messed up. But my favorite part of that
That's
whole scene is when Ben Horn shows up and is like, Leland, the contracts. While he's shot. It's terrifying looking.
It does when does the fish in the perculator happen? Is the first episode?
Episode 2.
That's
episode 2.
Yeah.
There's fishes and percolators.
In the percolator.
He's just like, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't get you good coffee.
He's just like, don't drink that coffee. There was a fish in the percolator, and they're just like, what the fuck?
How does that even happen?
Also, I was getting stressed out because it's just every 2 seconds is like, whoa, because it's fucking foghorn. And I'm like, foghorns? Okay, I know foghorns. They do not go off as rapidly as that fucking show. It's just like, boom, boom. And I'm like,
it's their way to mourn.
Yeah, it's David Lynch's way of making sure you're awake while you watch this show.
David, it's not keeping me awake. It's just getting me annoyed because I'm like, foghorns don't go off that often. What is happening? everything in the show.
God, I love this show so goddamn
Anyway,
much.
so we watched the first two I watched the first 2 episodes. I will be watching the rest of it because I am fully invested. But it just stressed, like, there was a few things that stressed me out. Other things I'm really excited. I love crime, like murder mystery shows, so this is definitely right up my alley. And also my other thoughts, Leo's a dick. Leo just needs
Leo Johnson is the worst.
he needs to
Fucking
be run
Leo Johnson.
Leo
He needs to
fucking
be run over
Johnson.
by one of the trains that they
Feet.
keep on like randomly talking about, but we haven't seen any of them move yet.
No, there was no trains in this. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I
Actually,
DM'd,
maybe.
I DM'd you
I don't
something
remember.
too. Where Gravity Falls is Twin Peaks for children, by the way, just so you know.
I've been watching that.
Yeah, so they're it's very. There's actually a reference of Twin Peaks in the show, so you're definitely going to be having some cross population there. But go ahead, tell us about Gravity Falls while you're at it.
Oh my god. Okay. So once again, like I talked about earlier, so the only reason why I started watching Gravity Falls was because there is a song called the Lammy Lammy song that is currently circulating and is now considered canon in the Cult of the Lamb mythos. Because
Incredible.
they're just like, this animation's phenomenal. This is now canon. And one of my favorite comments on that particular tweet, when they're just like, I don't care what anyone says, this is canon now. And someone tweets back to them, you literally get to decide the canon. This is now canon because you said it was canon. Like, you guys decide the canon of this video game. Like, whatever you say goes. But I agree. So I was just like, okay, I need to check this out because I love animated series. And this was one that I had always been interested in watching, but I just hadn't watched it yet. And it's freaking fantastic. Would highly recommend. It is all over the place, silly. But there's also like some really crazy shit happening, obviously, in the town. And for context, it's about 2 twins that end up staying with their great uncle for the summer because their parents were just like, hey, you need to go go experience life, I guess. So they get sent to Gravity Falls, and they're the main characters. I'm trying to remember their names off the top of my head. I should probably remember them.
Mabel and
Dipper.
Dipper.
Yeah. Which we find out later, the reason why his name is Dipper is because he has the Big Dipper as a birthmark on his forehead. Because I've watched too many episodes at this point. And so yeah, they end up getting into a bunch of shenanigans. Like the very first episode, Mabel, obviously being a young 12-year-old girl, gets into boy crazy stage and starts dating a guy, and Dipper finds a book in the middle of the woods that essentially has like a lot of folklore and mythos and like spells and curses and stuff like that. And he thinks that Mabel's new boyfriend is a zombie. He is not a zombie. I'm not going to tell you what he is, but he's definitely not a zombie, and it is wacky as hell. I was really excited because on episode 4 they did have the Lammy Lammy song, and I'm just like, yes. So I was losing my mind. Also a really big fan of Waddles, the pig, who is her companion after like I watched too many episodes once again. So it's a really charming show, and the animation style is like fantastic and would highly recommend it. There's only 2 seasons, because the person who created the show said that it came to a natural conclusion after season 2, and so they didn't continue it. Which,
That's fair.
yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate
That's
them
actually
not
kinda
just
cool.
like pushing a narrative just to push a narrative. Which we
SpongeBob.
see. I mean,
Leave SpongeBob alone. Get out of here.
They literally recently made a joke about that on The Simpsons. Was like they had like this box and it had a bunch of like different Homers and like Lisas in it, and so there was like a dial. I didn't watch the episode, it was on TikTok, but like they turned up the dial and how sentient they were. And so like he turned it up too much, and then he's just like, why are we still on the show? Like, this is absurd. And then he goes over to Lisa hoping that she would bring some clarity, so he turns it up to 100, and she's just like, why I'm not going anywhere. We've literally like we're stuck in a TV show that's been going on and hasn't been funny since like season 22, and like she's just like losing her mind. So he turns it down a little bit. And then she's just like, I'm really upset that we're currently stuck in this TV show, but I'll deal with it. So it was just like, I'm happy that they recognize that. Because
Does anybody unironically still watch The Simpsons?
No, I don't watch it.
No, I don't. I love The Simpsons, but I don't watch it.
The only time I've ever watched The Simpsons is when it was required viewing for a class.
The Simpsons predicted a lot of things, which is pretty crazy, but also it
Yeah.
was solid for a period of time. But then, like,
Oh, it was so totally solid for a good
Yeah.
period of time. I don't know. Maybe it's the jokes have not gotten better, or maybe it's just we outgrown it. But
I think that's honestly it. And then we just schedules change, and you just don't have time for it like we used to. You know, whenever.
Yeah.
I wonder how it's gonna be when they finally announce that it's gonna be the last season of The Simpsons.
everybody's gonna watch it at some point.
Right.
They'll probably get record numbers if it's the last season.
Oh, yeah.
When it came to Disney Plus, I watched quite a bit of it. I actually watched like 3 seasons of it, and I was like, "This is cool." You know, the aspect ratio was awful. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
So I guarantee you, in our lifetime, though, we will see a reboot. It will die in our lifetime, but we will see a reboot, and it will be live action.
I'm shocked that there isn't one, to be honest with you. But
That is the
Is it
that's the
gonna
hokiest
be
thing.
as live action as The Lion King? Is that live action? Like that kind of
Oh
live action?
God, no!
I would hold on. Maybe that would be kind of cool, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's like this full CGI family. Oh no!
But it's considered live action.
But it's like it's an Unreal Engine 5. That'd be interesting.
But
I mean-
something did come out that was pretty cool this week on The Simpsons. They did a little special, I guess. I saw it on like Twitter, where they were basically anime.
There's Death Note.
They did a Death Note, they did Death Note. I thought that was pretty cool. I think The Simpsons will eventually will live on. Maybe they can change the art style a little bit. I know that the original one's iconic, but like at some point, you know, you got to kind of grow, like move with the times a little bit, maybe bring something new to the table. And seeing it in a different light like that kind of was like, yeah, I guess this could work. This could work in a different art style. Like as long as you have the same voice actors and everything like that, like this can live on in different smaller ways, right? Anybody can technically do it, not just the same studio that's been making it for a bajillion years at this point.
Until then, we're just gonna get
Give it a Naughty Dog.
endless
Yeah, gives it
amounts
not.
of
It's a Naughty Dog.
Christmas specials or Disney specials that they constantly throw on the Disney Plus network. I see all the time.
Yeah.
All right, Sly. I know that you definitely talked about season 1. Why is season 2 ruin your life of Young Royals?
Because it came out a couple days ago.
Oh no, is it all out or is it just episodes?
It's Netflix, so it dropped all at once.
Oh, okay.
And it came out like 3 days ago. So yeah, I started watching Young Royals like a month ago, and it was great because it was like the perfect hyperfixation because I watched season 1 like 4 times, and then season 2 was coming out, and so I watched through all of season 2. It was incredible. It ruined me, and I'm heartbroken that now I have to like wait for a season 3 announcement, and if
Welcome to the
it
Sandman
needs
Club.
at least a season 3. I don't know.
Sandman's getting more episodes, isn't
They
it?
just got
Yeah.
announced.
Okay.
Just a side note. Sorry, Slide. Just a side note. The first tweet that you posted was it getting canceled, and then you posted that it got renewed, right? Mario, is that what you posted?
Frank posted the canceled, and then
Oh,
I
okay.
posted.
Yeah,
it's
no.
actually been renewed.
No. I posted that as a joke because you could see the discussing thing didn't have the thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, Slide. Keep going.
If I've talked about Young Royals season 1 a million times, season 2 is great. I had a list of like 4 things that I wanted from season 2. I got pretty much all of but one of them was like a huge stretch. I knew that one was actually gonna happen. I will say I do have a major gripe with this season, and that is the fact that the actor who plays my favorite character in season 1 was not credited on IMDb for season 2. And so I had a friend look it up before I watched season 2 because I had all these like big expectations for what would happen with her character. And then I was like, wait, what if she's not even in season 2? And so I like grieved. I was heartbroken that this character wasn't in season 2. And then like couple minutes into episode 1 of season 2, she was there, and I was like, oh my god. That's what happens when you fall in love with background characters that are only in half seasons. But yeah, if you haven't noticed the boy over my shoulder, yeah, the young royals brain rot is real. It's very good. Season 2 is excellent. If you haven't watched it, I mean, look up content warnings for this show. There's a lot. But what are you laughing at, Fee?
Sly, I'm laughing because in Ninja, there's nothing there. So you're just like,
You're just
hey,
pointing
and
at
this guy
nothing.
behind me, and I'm just like,
If you're
I'm like,
leveling up
"Ooh."
the confidence
I
monitor,
I had to look at the stream just to see who the man
I'm
was.
sorry.
I didn't know
I
what it
was
was because I saw that in the beginning too, but I didn't know who because you were covering him up. So I was like, "What the hell is that background?"
I was just like, Sly.
Hold on.
I thought you were gonna get dumped
having
by an alien or something. I thought it was
I
an
was like, am
alien
I having
thing.
a stroke? Is there no person back there?
I honestly was just like, do we need to call
Am I dying?
someone? Like, what do you mean?
Are you-
And
My
I'm like,
friend.
oh yeah, the guy's up here.
My friend, right
There you
here.
go. Image on the back there.
Hey, you want to stand back here for me, please?
It's a Chucky situation.
Oh,
but
Lord.
yeah, no, Mario likes to key out my green screen and put images behind me. So it's not in the program we were take the video from, but it is on the stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have this beautiful shot of Willie from episode 1 when he's in the party and the like lights flare behind him.
Yes.
But yeah, season 2, oh my god, it's batshit. It is something. I took notes during my entire first watching, and the 2 emojis that went from like just like random places in my like frequently used to the very top were the sob emoji and the heartbroken emoji. So yeah, it was delicious. I got like basically everything I wanted from it. It was incredible. There was a lot of choices made. There was a lot of characters doing shit. Oh man, go check out Young Royals. It's gay. It's sad. It's amazing.
Well, there you go. There's your promo for Young Royals
No.
season 2.
I do want to mention one quick thing. I literally closed Marvel Snap to order food on Uber Eats, and literally a minute later, it's just like, you have daily challenges to complete. Like, chill, bro. I just closed it.
It's not, dog. You got to catch up to Mario, so you got to do those daily challenges. It does nothing for your rank. I don't know why I said that.
There's nothing for my rank.
But speaking of daily challenges, Frank, you were challenged to do something last week, and I guess you were on a podcast as well. We could talk about that here.
Yeah. I was on Murder with Mertens, Joe
Yeah.
Mertens podcast. Oh, I think Sly's power went out.
Oh,
Yeah.
We were prepared for this. Remember, we
That's
already
right.
were told.
yeah.
So yeah,
We were prepared for that.
Oh my
We're
god,
prepared
can we
for
put
this.
okay. I have
Some-
a photo you can put there. I have a photo.
Yeah.
1 second.
Okay.
somebody
There's
put
a
a
boy
FEMA,
there, but you
FEMA
can
poster,
switch to
please.
something All right.
FEMA has kidnapped Sly, and it was all in the plan to begin with. But yeah, no. Joe Mertens added me on Twitter about wanting to do
Jesus Christ,
an
dude.
episode.
I do this every week. It's 8 p.m. Chill. I'm just taking my meds.
Oh, I didn't know.
I just wanted to put a photo.
I thought your power went out.
Yeah, to be real, I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I don't. But anyway, so yeah, no, I went on a podcast with Joe Mertens, and we talked. He had me choose a horror movie, and that horror movie was Chucky. So we decided to watch Chucky. It wasn't my first choice, but the first choice was a crappy movie. So I'm glad we didn't go with the first choice.
What
I'm
was
not going to
the
reveal what it
movie?
was.
But
But,
you can't just say that.
what was
No, I'm not going to reveal what it was. But anyway, because I don't want to give that
Probably
that
It's probably
director.
a banger.
Text it.
Yeah, I don't want to give that. I don't want to give that director
know
a
what?
platform.
And you, oh,
Yeah, I don't want to give a director a
Oh, I
platform.
already know.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
watch
never
our
mind. Yeah.
ranking video. You'll know exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah,
give that
never
director a
mind. Yeah,
platform.
fuck that.
Because at the
Yeah.
time I was like, I kind of want to revisit that, and then I watched like a few clips of it. I was like, this movie fucking sucks. But anyway, but yeah, so yeah, so I picked Child's Play because I wanted something that was kind of unique. I had a feeling he wanted me to pick Evil Dead. And I was like, I'm going to subvert these expectations and pick something that's that I don't really talk about, which is Chucky, because Chucky was one of the first horror movies that kind of got me comfortable with horror movies, right? Yes, it was Fee. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I figured it out pretty
Um,
quickly.
Yeah, no, we talked about it. But yeah, I picked Chucky because Chucky has a weird kind of thing within my life, right? I've seen all of them except for the TV show because the last movie didn't really put a good taste in my mouth. But yeah, no, I saw the first one very young as a kid, and it kind of got me more comfortable with the idea of watching these things because it's not the most scariest movie in the world. But it's a good kind of introduction to like that scariness, and then that would lead to them watching Friday 13th and then Evil Dead when my dad finally introduced it to me and stuff like that. So yeah, no, I had a ton of fun. We talked about it. It's a certified Chicago classic. Everybody knows that you watch Chucky, you get to see the goth Target, which is still around. It's Target now. It used to be a Carson's in the show in the movie.
Parsons or Marshall Fields.
Yeah. It's a car. I think it's Carson's. I think it's like in the background or something like that. You get to see some of the old school L. You get to see some of the Skid Row. I have no idea where that area is, like the bum area. There's a lot of big empty areas over there. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. Shout out to Joe Mertens. I had a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it again with you, buddy. And I'm sure me and Mario will be seeing you probably soon.
Yeah. Chucky, I want to point out Carlos has said, shout out to the TV show. It's really good. Yes, the show is really good. I got to catch up on season 2. That series expands, I think, like 7 movies and now 2 seasons and a spinoff movie that's not in canon. So fuck that movie. But yeah, definitely worth revisiting. Very fun movies, especially when I was watching The Kill Count on Dead Meat. Did a good job recapping all the movies as well as telling a little bit of the history. I feel a little more connected to that series in more ways than I thought. So definitely check out Chucky. We also watched a movie together. I don't know if you wanted to talk quickly about that, but finally, it's a movie I think you memed about me like several times because it's something I bring up all the time.
I memed a ton of this movie.
Yeah, a ton of this movie. What movie was that, Frank?
So we hung out with our coworkers and watched Lost Boys, which is a very interesting movie. I kind of like it. It's definitely I like it when it's about vampires. I don't like it when it becomes a kids movie.
You like the gay vampires, but you like kids movie? No,
this movie is half really cool punk vampires, half kids movie. And I wasn't expecting the kids movie aspect, so I was just like, "Oh God, we're doing the kid stuff, aren't we?" But yeah, no, I liked it. I liked it. Kiefer Sutherland. Seeing Kiefer Sutherland young is weird because to me, he's always going to be perpetually old.
Sure.
He's going to be Jack Bauer age every single time I see him.
Yeah,
and then he doesn't even really have his Kiefer voice yet. How about the sexy saxophone player? Yeah, no, that's not some kid shit. That was cool. Like when it's about vampires, cool. It's cool. When it's about vampires and the vampire life, because it reminds me a lot. So the vampire parts of this movie remind me a lot of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. But if you ever play that game, it's basically the vampire parts of Lost Boys, but like better written. I'm joking. No, it's basically just the vampire parts of Lost Boys. But yeah, no, I had a ton of fun with it. I found out the song that I've listened to a few times is a sex scene song. The lyrics for the song finally play, but only during the sex scene of the thing, which is also weird. Like just close up shots of people's faces,
like,
which is just weird.
To your brother.
Yeah.
So good.
It's a very weird movie. Very Evil Dead, very David Lynchy. This is a Schumacher movie, right?
Yeah, Joel Schumacher, baby.
Yeah, this is. You can tell Joel Schumacher wanted to be David Lynch for a day, and it shows in this. But it's pretty decent. I liked it. It's a lot different than I thought the movie was, but it's fun.
Yeah, if we ever get that far, you'll be seeing young Kiefer Sutherland in the movie for Twin Peaks. So that should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's there on the behalf of the president.
Behalf of the president. He's an FBI agent, actually. So
there you go.
So
in a way, he is.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess it moves on literally to the last thing that I've been watching. Of course, I've been catching up with Endor. I took a little bit of a break and caught
Andor or Endor?
I say Andor. Was it Endor? Because
it's Andor. It's Andor, but you said Endor.
Oh, did I say Endor? Fuck. Okay. Andor, the show, which really, it kind of doesn't really follow Andor as much. Andor is really like a peripheral character in this show. It's really just about the machinations behind him. And I gotta say, I fucking love this show. I wrote a tweet because I don't really like tweet about Star Wars these days because it's a hellscape for the most part. But I did write my piece. And my piece essentially was, I still subscribe to that these are space movies with space wizards made for kids. But at the same time, if you're going to go ahead and tell a mature story, by all means, I'm glad that this is the one. But I know it's not the mature story that people really want. And so not a lot of people are watching it, even though it has heat level crime, as well as a potentially jailbreak movie that I'm very excited about. But yeah, this show's really, really well acted, really, really good. Definitely looks at another layer of the Star Wars universe that's more than just good guys and bad guys. There's definitely playing more within that gray area where I'm even rooting for the bad guys. Like they're interesting enough to I believe so much in their philosophy and what they're doing that I want to see how they succeed, even though I know how this will all end because of, Rogue One and also Star Wars. But I still want to see how far along the chain that they ending up at. I think I find that fascinating, as well as the developing of the character of Andor, where he is, because you don't get a whole lot in the movie. You sort of get him at his end path. And this is a good, interesting take of he doesn't want to fucking deal with any of this at the very beginning. And you get to see,
never asked for this.
No, he never does. And then even when the show feels like it's the first 3 episode build up and then he's going to be a rebel going forward. And it doesn't really play that way. And I think that's a good exverting of the expectations of what you think the show's going to be. And there is a actor that shows up in the show. I will not spoil who that is because if you haven't caught up, why not? But that actor,
it's everywhere though.
It is everywhere, but it's still
spoil it at this point. I'm going to watch it, but if you want to, it's up to you. It's everywhere though.
Andy Serkis is in this show. He doesn't play Snoke, who's of course the character that he's played previously in Star Wars. But his performance, he's now probably responsible for one of the coolest lines in Star Wars in a long, long time. And very, very excited to see how next week goes because I'm kind of wanted to see if that character continues or not. But we'll find out.
Andy Serkis is an amazing actor. He just brought so much back to like it's just him with Lord of the Rings, then him with Planet of the Apes. And then him being in the Star Wars universe as well.
Yeah, it's just King Kong.
And King Kong, exactly. Yeah, King Kong as well.
I'm just glad that, Claw from Black Panther.
Yeah,
Claw. Claw.
He played a really good Claw.
Yeah. No, but yeah, definitely. If you were not watching...
see him in both animation and in live action is great.
Yes. No, for sure. Yeah, so if you're not watching the best Star Wars show out, then you're whatever. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. Whatever the fuck you
if
want.
You're not watching the best Star Wars shout out, fuck you. I don't care.
I don't fucking care. You do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit.
Do whatever the fuck you want. What the fuck are you watching that's better, huh? Tell me.
Yeah, right. Fucking Lord of the Rings. All right. Cool. All right.
Oh man.
That wraps up our first segment of the checkpoint. We're gonna go move into the patch notes, which I guess we have a question of the week.
Yes.
Yeah, how do you want to fill this in for us, Frank?
Fee, you wanna do the honors?
It's all you, my friend.
Are you still here? Are you still in the chat?
Is Bafana still here? So Bafana in our chat here. Here, let me pull it up really quick. Just the question.
It's right here in the
I know, but the doc is just like frozen for me. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. And we got a question from Bafana in our pip chat. So if you ever want to be on this little segment here, and if you have a really good question, hit us up with it. We'll definitely see if we can mix it into the show in some way. And we're doing that here with Bafana. Bafana says, excuse me. Who would your favorite Marvel character have as their team to defend their Pokemon gym?
Do they have Pokemon?
Are they
trainers?
So we get to pick their gym and there's a lot to this one.
Well, who would they have as their team? So, Okay, I think I understand the question. And Bafana, if you're in the chat, please clarify it just in case I get this wrong. Who would your favorite Marvel character have as a Pokemon to defend their gym? So what would your favorite Marvel character, who's your favorite Marvel character for one? 2, what Pokemon would they possess? 3, well, this is for that gym.
Okay, I have an idea. I'll spit. All right.
Okay.
And it's not my favorite. I just want to spit because I think this is a genius idea. All right.
Mhm.
It is the thing.
Okay. Mhm.
And it's a rock gym.
Is it Onyx?
Onyx is one of them. Next to a Ryden, right? The final form.
Right on.
Yeah. And then straight up just
Just
Golem.
like me.
He's Golem.
Steelix.
Steelix would be a good one too.
Steelix would probably be better than Onyx, honestly.
That is true. No, I'm gonna go with third evolution of Graveler. Is it Golem, right? Golem. Am I crazy?
No, it's
Golem.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's it, right?
It's Geodude evolution, right?
Yeah, Geodude, Graveler, Golem.
Yeah, it's Golem.
Yeah,
It is
Golem.
yeah.
So yeah,
That would be really ironic because the thing is technically a golem. Like
Straight
that's
up.
a thing in like
Yeah.
Jewish.
Is the thing
like,
shit
the
bricks?
thing is
think probably shits bricks. I don't know.
Does the thing poop?
I don't know.
What?
I think that's a
I don't
discussion
know
for
why-
another
yeah.
time.
Is the thing
I
a
don't know
top
why
or
that
bottom?
popped in
You'll
my
find
head.
out on our future Fantastic Four Stick episode. There you go.
I
I'm
forgot
done.
we did talk about that for Fin Force
We did. Anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna say the thing. I'm gonna say Onyx, Golem, and Ryden. There you go. That's how you should
Okay.
do it.
That's a fucking team right there.
That's a fucking team. right
Who wants to go next?
there. It's clobbering time. You know
All
what?
right. How many are we adding to the team? How many did you do on your team?
I did 3. Just
3?
I figured it'd
Okay.
be easy just to do 3.
Fair. I would probably, again, this probably is my favorite, but then again, I don't really have a favorite Marvel character. I feel like Spider-Man's kind of everybody's favorite Marvel character, right? Like nobody's like, you don't like Spider-Man? What the hell?
Okay, he's okay.
Mother. Anyway, I really like Wolverine though. Wolverine would probably be my favorite,
Okay.
or close to the favorite, because that's the second most Marvel Comics like issue runs I actually like collect and stuff like that. But yeah, I would say Wolverine, and we're gonna go with just straight fighters. Lucario, Hitmonchamp, right? That's the boxing one.
Yes.
I want to say.
Hitmonlee.
Yeah.
Hitmonchamp.
Hitmonchamp. Yeah, Hitmonchamp. And fucking what's his name? Machamp.
Oh, third one? The third over the
Third
belt,
evolution?
right?
Machamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the off chance that Wolverine needs to get hurled like a fucking pebble through the air, Hitmonchamp is gonna be able to do that. Hitmonchamp's gonna fastball special the shit out of like Wolverine.
Goddamn.
But yeah, I would say that would be my team.
I love that we're all majority Gen 1, by the way. We're all so old.
Yeah.
Dude, I look.
I
Lucario's
know
a
a
Lucario.
I know Gen 2 somewhat, but I know like maybe 50% of Gen 2.
Yeah,
Maybe
Lucario's
50%.
what 4th gen, 5th gen? I don't even remember.
I'll check.
Lucario is always on my team though. I fucking love that Pokemon.
He's overrated.
Here's the thing. I was going to prep for this question, and I kind of did. I half prepped for the question. I saw this question, immediately panicked, and said, I don't know who my favorite Marvel character is. So I went to the group chat, and apparently the group chat has informed me that Echo is my favorite character, which tracks. But I have no idea what type Echo would vibe with.
I mean,
Like maybe
Golbat.
Goldbag
Sound.
Wobbuffet.
Verbers and sounds.
Yeah, and Golbat does
see.
that.
I actually, I don't know.
Yeah, Echo. Well, Echo's a fighter, right? So they can base things on that. I've seen that. They have
I was
the
thinking,
bear,
like,
that big old bear
maybe-
Pokemon. What's the name of that bear one? There,
Big
what's
old bear
I don't know.
Pokemon.
bear Pokemon.
Maybe some
Ursaring?
ghost type.
Ursaring?
Ursaring,
It's
yeah,
Ursaring.
Ursaring, yeah, that's right. Here, hold on.
What's the electric Pokemon looks like a gear?
Let's see here.
You unknown? No.
I think that's what it's called. The one that's it looks like a U, it looks like magnets.
I know what you're talking about.
I
Oh.
think, yeah. It's like a ball with magnets around it.
Oh, you mean Magnemite or Magneton?
Here, this one
There you go.
slide. You see that on the screen on the conference
Yeah,
monitor?
yeah, yeah, for sure. Is there like a mimic?
Yeah. Ditto.
Ditto. No.
Oh
Ditto
yeah,
would be it.
duh.
That'll be a good one right there. Boom. Let's see here. Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime would be a cool choice.
Here, while we're still thinking, Fee, what is your Marvel character that we can start thinking?
Okay, so I already kind of have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Spit.
here's the deal, which is funny because, like, by the way, we need to like talk anyway. So Deadpool, because Deadpool is like,
Mhm.
and so I feel like you know what he would be doing.
need to
He
talk.
would just like consistently just vibe with like Haunter Gengar and just like causing
Uh-huh.
shit and being like, we're gonna just cause absolute fucking chaos and just be like absurd. Any
I like
sort of
this. Like this choice.
and so like because obviously like Deadpool can't die. And so but these Pokemon are just like we can also like pull the heartstrings, but then also laugh in your face consistently. And I feel
No.
like if they really needed to, they would also fuck up shit just as much as Deadpool does. So I feel like that's probably the vibe. I feel like they would probably have like one cutesy Pokemon just as like bait is the best way to put it, because they would just be like they'd be hiding in the shadows while there's just like this cute little Pokemon, and because I'm only imagining like the haunted tower and then just having like a really cute like Pokemon doing like being like, hey, you should come into the house, and then like them just like pranking the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's your choices are next level too, because Gengar can teleport, and so can Deadpool.
So, there you go.
They just cause shit.
Mhm.
And then I can only imagine like the entire monologue from like the first Deadpool movie where he's just like hanging out. It would just be Gengar there with him, and then them just like laughing and hanging out and being really silly about it. So yeah.
All right.
Some good choices here.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
we have the Thing with his rock group. We have Wolverine with his fighters, and then we have Deadpool with obviously all the ghosts, and then we have Echo, which is definitely like so echolocation. Obviously, are some of the ones with like Zubat or something, and then like possibly that big old bear for strength, because they're pretty strong from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Harv, did you go? I don't even remember. Do you
No,
have
I
a
did not go.
concept of a Marvel character /
Gambit.
Gambit. Oh.
Gambit, interesting.
Gambit is my favorite character.
Okay.
No.
Who-
Channing Tatum.
Sure.
Never.
Yeah.
Dude, if Channing Tatum shows
Never,
up in the
ever.
multiverse, we went too far. Too far.
It's over.
There aren't very many card slinging Pokemon out there.
No, but there's Razor Leaf as a power.
There's
Yeah,
a
Razor
magician, right? I swear there's a magician.
There's the
Mr.
Dark
Mime.
Magician.
Yeah, Mr. No, that's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dark Vid's Yu-Gi-Oh.
There's the Dark Magician.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go because since like he uses like more of a like I think it's like telekinesis, right? Or something like something like that. That power.
Oh yeah.
Not telekinesis.
Kazam?
Kinetic
Power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinetic kinesis or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alakazam was my number one choice
Okay.
right off the bat.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And
Throws
then
those spoons.
yeah, he's got spoon power. You know, he's got
Yeah.
spoon power.
Best spooner in the world.
Yeah, and then my other one, because I'm going more for psychic anyway, so I just went, you know what, Espeon would be pretty cool to have
That would be kind of cool.
as a Pokemon. And then after that, I just kind of be like, I don't know. After that,
Hey,
I was
You
gonna
do
say
the one that
Mewtwo.
does the-
I was gonna say Mewtwo, a Hypno, but
No.
then I was just kind of like, but he doesn't. But Gambit really doesn't do
Yeah.
that though, right?
No, if anything,
No.
I would say like Bulbasaur, or at least something in that because of the Razor Leaf.
Or
and
the
throw things.
porcupine, right? The little porcupine starter. I don't remember its name.
Porcupine starter. What?
Yeah, I think it was like Gen 3, Gen 4.
Oh, you completely lost me on that one. Though.
Nah.
Yeah, maybe Bulbasaur would be cool. Yeah, Razor Leaf. I mean, I could have just pick like a
Razor Leaf.
better Pokemon than Bulbasaur, like, you know,
Hey.
Weeping Bell or
Bulbasaur
something
works.
like that.
Oh, Grass.
Cyndaquil.
Okay, got it.
Cyndaquil is what I'm
Oh, it's
thinking
Gen
of.
2. That's Gen 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. All right. Does that answer all the questions you think?
I kind of wish I could pick Articuno, but there's no way that's gonna pick. That's the way I can do that.
There's no
Let me just summon a god really quick.
Yeah,
I mean,
let
if
me-
you pick the Celestial, that would make like more sense. But yeah,
Yeah. Sly, also there's a fighting Pokemon. It's like a fighting I guess it's fire psychic. And it's named Darmantian. And it looks like this red ball that has like massive fists. But like I feel like that would go pretty well with Echo because it just fucks shit up. And then also when he like wants to get attention and
yes.
fights, he like slams his fists to the ground and just like charges people.
This
Because
guy.
I looked up Echo Marvel, and then the first thing I saw was like her and like just a bunch of like fiery power and stuff like that. And I'm like, this feels very like, yeah, Darmantian because
Okay.
he's just he's absurd. And he's just like, I remember watching like one episode of Pokemon a very long time ago, and he was just like causing havoc and shit because he just slams his fists around. And I'm like, oh, that would be like vibrations and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. So
Mhm.
yeah.
thank you again, Bafana, for the question. Really appreciate it. Look up the ice variant. He said.
Yeah,
Fee-
it's in the same photo. Yeah, the
Yeah.
showed earlier.
Oh my god. Oh, the ice variant's so cute. He just has a bunch of gemstones and just like a massive snowball in his head. He's just like, he looks so cheery.
Lord.
This is the complete
Fucking
opposite.
Love it. Love it.
Well, there you go.
Thank you again, Bafana, for the question. Really appreciate it. If any of our viewers want or like the possibility of a question being shown up on the podcast, please just drop it in our chat. We literally every time there's a message in Point in Progress's Discord, one of us is in there making sure I'm there. If you see a little piece of bread under your message, that means that I am letting you know that I have seen it.
I've acknowledged your existence.
I have acknowledged your existence with
Yeah.
my bread. So yeah, throw some questions in there. We want to see what you guys want to hear from us. If you have any, even if it's like personal questions, you know what I mean, we'll answer to the best we can, and we won't straight up dox ourselves. But we do want to hear from you guys.
No, absolutely. Definitely.
So my
I've
SID number.
doxed myself enough that
What is your social security
like,
number?
I'll answer pretty much it.
Jokes
Yeah.
on you. I don't have a social security number.
God damn it, Harv.
Fucking
that's-
Canada.
I have a social
Canada's-
insurance number.
God damn it,
Yeah,
Canada.
social insurance number. Yeah.
Well, that's been
No.
your episode 60, where we're going to dox ourselves and give ourselves our social tax numbers. This has been a fun time. Thank you so much, everyone in the chat, for joining us. Thank you, everybody here, all my wonderful people. It's been fantastic. Fee, where can people find you on the net?
People can find me here. People can find me also like I wouldn't say last time, but we are recording the final episode of Speaking of Stadia on the 16th over on the
Rest in
Game Source
pieces.
Network. Rest in pieces. We're trying our best to do a like stream until like the end in January when they actually kill off
like
Stadia
final hours?
completely.
Yeah, like
final
how people did
hours.
with Halo 2, remember?
Oh.
Exactly. So we're that's a plan at some point over on twitch.tv/Sorenix because I have a few things I'm been working on. And then that's pretty much it. I guess Twitter. If you want to talk to me about Cult of the Lambs, message me on Discord because I'm currently obsessed and I absolutely love this game way too much. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Fantastic. Sly, where can people find you on the net?
You can find me on Thursday nights hosting Thirsty Thursdays with JJ, usually on TikTok, occasionally on Instagram where I accidentally drink a little too much and call my queer friends queer affectionately and get us banned from going live. That totally didn't happen yesterday. What? You can find me on We'll Throw the After Party at After Party Show and live on Saturday nights. And you can, of course, find me on MC University with the lovely Mario. And our next episode will be Days of Future Past.
I think Wolverine. Hold on, I'm double checking.
No,
Yeah,
Wolverine already happened.
You're right. Days of Future Past is
Next
the next
up
one.
is Days of the Future Past
Yes.
with friend of the show, Luke Lewis at Lukewarm Games. So
Yes.
go give him some love too.
Yeah. Should be fun. Frank, where can people find you on the net?
You can find me at TikTok, the Frank GV, where read my bio. Actually, if you go to my TikTok, read my bio. It's made specifically for you and you alone. Yeah, you can find me at TikTok at the Frank GV. I post my gaming clips on there and stuff like that. So if you want to see some gameplay clips, that's where I usually do that. You can find me at Twitter at the Frank GV as well, where I talk shit about video games. And you can find me here at Point in Progress, where I talk with these lovely people every week, and we discuss video games and also talk shit about them.
Yeah, that's what we do. What are you gonna be for this month? You're now that Punish Michael goes.
I don't know yet. I already used a turducken joke, so I gotta come up with a new one this year. So we will see.
I have faith in you.
Yeah.
Harv, where can people
Something with Tim Allen.
Hey, Tim Allen's coming back.
He's coming back, baby, for Santa Clauses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Clauses, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Santa
Clauses. I'm gonna watch it too. I'm very excited.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm
It's only like 2 people coming back, right? It's him and somebody else.
No, his wife is back. The Bernard is
son's back?
back.
Oh, okay. So they got more people coming.
Yeah, they
back.
got everybody back. The wife is probably back. I'm not sure.
I'm really excited.
I'm excited. I want to know how he dies in the series because that's how the movie began, and I want to know how they explain how he does not become Santa Claus anymore. Very curious. Where can people find you on the net, Harv?
Speaking of dying Santa Clauses.
Damn. You know what? You can just find me here on Point in Progress. You can find me here on Point in Progress.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere. Just Point in Progress. That's where you can find me.
You can also maybe find him on Beard to Hair Gaming.
True.
My name, you can find me over here at Point in Progress. You can also find me at the MC University. You can also find me on the net. I was actually on DLC last week. So if you want to see what we talk about more Marvel Snap, by all means, check me out there. And then, of course, Frank was also on Murders with Mertens. So check that out if you can. Show us all the love. Because that community loves to shout out their own episodes. And so let's make Frank's the best episode yet. But then go back and watch mine, Fire Walk with Me, the Twin Peaks episode that nobody watched because nobody knows that movie. So definitely give that a shout out. But again, thank you all for being here in the chat. Thank you all for watching, listening, and then we shall see you next time. Of course, progress has been made.
Shout out to Jesus Christ. I don't know. I couldn't think of a name.
No, Laura Palmer. It has to be Laura Palmer.
Shout out to Laura Palmer.
Isn't that half tea, half lemonade?
That's the that's
Arnold Palmer.
With that, progress has been made.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure it's a Lipton.
Lipton.
Is it Lipton? I know. I usually get
that's a really old
Lipton Palmer
family joke.
And you thought I would know that?
No, I just had to say it. So I was on vacation with my parents, my brother, and his kids. Back in high school or whatever, and we were houseboating for a week, and my niece, who's a year older than me, we were talking about making Arnold Palmer's, and she was so offended. She was like, "I'm pretty sure it's called a Lipton," or
Oh.
"No, honey, that's a iced tea brand."
Yeah, that's the brand. That's
But she's like, "It's
guys
not
ever Lipton brisk iced tea.
Lord.
I'm
Those little
pretty sure it's
commercials
a
with the boxers in the ring.
Yeah.
Claymation.
I remember. Thank you so much,
I
everybody.
missed Celebrity Deathmatch.
Did
Celebrity
bring it back?
Deathmatch used to come back. They did, but nobody watched it, including me.
Yeah, that is true. See, that's what happens when you don't watch things that you love. Things just die again.
No. They just die again. Shout out to G4.
Woo, I felt that one. Again, I want to thank everyone here. Thank everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. We're getting very close, by the way, to surpassing me on my own YouTube channel. So please, if you have any extra alt accounts, feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you know anybody who might be interested in the show or enjoying the show, like Bafana has been rediscovering all our episodes, please, by all means, give us a likes, give us some subscribes. It's been a lot of hard work these last 2 years coming up, and we put a lot of work into it. So again, we just want to thank you all. Bafana, thank you, of course, for all of the show. But I think I'm going to go ahead and we're going to end it right there. Any final words anybody want to say before I hit the end stream?
No.
Shout out Laura Palmer. Calm the
there you
fuck
go.
down, Twin Peaks.
Let's go.
Shout out Nelson Mandela. Your tea is actually not that
You're
bad.
52,201 occupants in Twin Peaks need to calm the fuck down.
Shout out to Norma.
Shout
Norma.
out to Anna Peterson for playing the best character in Young Royals.
There you go.
Shout out to Cult of the Lamb for being such a
Shout out
good
to
game.
Shelly.
You know what? Shout out to Infinity Ward.
You know what? Shout out to Leo Johnson. Why not?
Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out to Leo Johnson's girlfriend.
Oh, Cheryl.
Shout out to Taylor Swift for finally adding show dates that aren't on Shabbat.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, good luck with that.
Shout out to Taylor Swift for the music I listen to when I go to sleep.
Shout out to Taylor Swift for wasting billions of jet fuel every other day.
All right, this show's ending. Thank you so much. We all love you all. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh,
God.
Lord.